Go lay down, Bubba. Hi. What's up? I just came over here to let y'all know that I do my lives now on TikTok. Okay. I mean, YouTube. We have moved to YouTube. Okay. So my main account on TikTok, they deleted it. And I'm not going to be actively building on this platform again. I've done it enough. I'm not going to do it anymore. So if you want to continue learning how to eat according to your blood type, then go on YouTube and subscribe. Hi, everybody on YouTube. Hi, guys. This is our new schedule. Okay. So we'll be here on Mondays, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay. Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday going forward at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I am not going to be actively building on TikTok because who knows if TikTok's going to be here tomorrow. So go over to Mama Trey Wilbon on, hey, Focus Mind. Go over to Mama Trey Wilbon on YouTube and we'll continue our lives there. Nothing's going to change. The only thing that's going to be different is we're not going to have music. We can't have music. Okay. Which was kind of keeping me on this platform longer than I should have been. You know, my opinion doesn't matter. Oh, your opinion does matter. Thank you. I like the darker hair too. So I haven't had my hair dark in a very, very long time. So, but I like it a lot better. So we're going to pick up right where we left off. We are going to, you know, the mission continues. Just because they don't want you guys learning this information on this platform doesn't mean we're not going to find our home somewhere else. Okay. And also, I put out the podcast. So all day yesterday, I spent getting the podcast on Spotify, Apple, what other? Another platform. So that you guys can get it on those platforms. So that was an all-day process yesterday. So this is why I didn't start our new schedule until today. Okay. So put your blood type in the comments. TikTok wasn't working for you yesterday. I don't know. I wasn't on TikTok yesterday. I'm gonna try not to be on TikTok anymore. So I don't know what their plans are, but it seems like everybody, all the big creators on the app are like saying goodbye. I don't know if they are in the know. I'm not going to continue this over here. Miss Sandra, come over to YouTube. Okay. A-Ship, come over to YouTube. I am Mama Trey Wilbon on YouTube. Okay. So we're going to go over all 4 blood types. We're going to talk about the ailments that you guys are prone to based on your blood type, what foods are triggering those ailments and what foods can reverse them. Okay. So share this live for me, guys, so that I can let people know. The only disappointing part about them closing down my account with 187,000 followers on it is that I did not get a chance to tell people where to find me. I mean, they know what they're doing. And of course, they are shadow banning this account. So my reach on this account is not reaching anybody. So I am at Mama Trey Wilbon on YouTube. I'm only going to keep this up for another 5 minutes and then I'm fully dedicated to YouTube. So over here on YouTube, can you guys please share the live? I don't even know. Let me see. Share. It only allows me to, Let me see if I can share it on Facebook. It's taking me to Facebook. I don't think Facebook is going to open, but we will see. I would think it would share it with my whole following, but I still haven't mastered it yet. Okay, so it opened up my Facebook. So let me post there. And I'll get in the habit of making posts every day on Facebook too. I can't stand Facebook. I can't stand it. So I'll have to get back in the habit of it, but I will do it because the mission is not going to be derailed because TikTok doesn't want you guys. TikTok wants y'all in the dark. TikTok wants y'all in the dark. Join the live. Okay. And post. Boom. Done. Okay. How many of you guys have high blood pressure? If you have high blood pressure, put it in the comments. If you have high blood pressure, put it in the comments. Okay, and it's posting on Facebook. Oh, okay. That was it. Simple enough. I need to also start using my LinkedIn again because I think I have like 30, 40, 50,000 followers, I think, on LinkedIn. I haven't used LinkedIn in such a long time, but I will start taking advantage of it again. I want to address that before we start getting into the different blood types, because high blood pressure seems to be the most prevalent of all of the blood type diseases, I would say. I'm glad you're on YouTube. Usually individuals and people come to your YouTube to learn anyway. Also, the ones that have long attention spans are willing to learn on you. Okay. Well, I'm going to run it up. Trust and believe. Okay. But I'm going to need you guys' help. Please come over to YouTube because I'm only going to keep this up for another couple of minutes. I'm live on YouTube and I want you guys to come over there because, you know how TikTok is with me. If you have high blood pressure, and this is the wildest thing ever, okay? For so many years, these people have made you guys believe that your high blood pressure problems were coming from your consumption of salt. Hey, Tony, come on over to YouTube. I'm cutting this live off in a minute. I just came on so I could let you guys know. that I was on YouTube. Hold on. Let me see if I can share it myself over here. Let me see if I can share it myself over here with some folks. At the root of your problems for high blood pressure, it's not salt, it's sugar. Okay? Your problem is your consumption of sugar. The body in no way, shape, or form needs any external resources for sugar. The body makes sugar. Hey, Stella. Oh, Sheila. Hey, Sheila. The body already makes sugar. The body makes glucose. Okay? So it doesn't need any external sources of glucose. The problem is twofold. Okay? Number one, you're consuming these carbohydrates. Carbohydrates break down in the body and turn into sugar. Okay? When they turn into sugar, that is going to cause your body to release even more insulin into your bloodstream. When that insulin is in your bloodstream and it's coursing through your arteries and your veins, it causes your arteries and your veins to constrict. When your arteries and your veins constrict, that is what puts pressure on your heart. And that is what sends your blood pressure up. Okay. So if we reverse engineer that, hey, welcome. You guys, I'm on YouTube. I only came on here to let you guys know that I'm live on YouTube, okay? Mama Trey Wilbon on YouTube. So what's happening is you're becoming insulin resistant. Do you know how you guys become insulin resistant? Do you know how you become insulin resistant? When you cut your salt intake. So let's think about this for a second. Your blood pressure is high. You go into the doctor. The doctor says, oh, you need to cut back on salt. You cut back on salt. That now makes your body insulin resistant, which now is going to exacerbate your high blood pressure and make sure you stay on those meds. By him telling you to cut back on your salt, he is ensuring a check for himself. This is why y'all be on high blood pressure meds for a decade. Your blood pressure is not supposed to stay high. Your blood pressure goes up, it comes down, it goes up, it comes down. It's not supposed to stay high. So why would you need a medication to lower your blood pressure when it's supposed to lower itself naturally? We're talking about high blood pressure right now, Derica, but we're going to move into blood type O in a moment. So Kevin, come on over to YouTube because I'm cutting this live off in a minute. Okay. Make sure you guys go follow me on YouTube because that's where we're going to be doing our lives. So the problem is two things. The food that you continue to eat that raises your blood pressure. And secondly, the fact that your doctor is in on it. This is why your blood pressure is still high. Hi, Sheldy, come on over to YouTube. Okay. They closed down my main account. So I'm not going to be spending a bunch of time trying to grow this account for them to take it away from me again. I'm not doing it. I'm not investing any more of my time into TikTok. So I only came on here to let you guys know that I am going forward with YouTube. Oh yeah. I was at the bowling alley. And went to post a reel, and on the screen it said your account has been permanently banned. I broke down crying at the bowling alley. So 3 years of work just down the tube. 3 years. No explanation, no appeal, no nothing. There's nothing you can do to get it back. So it is what it is. Okay. I'm not going to waste another minute of my time stressing out over TikTok. Okay. So listen, what is causing your high blood pressure? You eating bread, you eating pasta, you eating cereals, you eating potatoes, you eating sweets, drinking sodas, all of that stuff. I know, right? Don't worry about it. Listen, I'm an alley cat. I'm always going to land on my feet. Hey, Miss Vicky, I'm always going to land on my feet. Okay. The one person y'all never have to worry about is me. Okay. I worry more about y'all than y'all should worry about me. My name on YouTube is Mama Trey Wilbon. The same as my main account. Okay. How can you solve the high blood pressure problem? The number one thing is, if you have high blood pressure, you should stop eating carbohydrates today. Okay. Now, remember, those fruits that you guys love too, those are very high in sugar. And especially as a blood type O, at the root of most of your issues is sugar. Your body specifically cannot tolerate sugar in any way, shape, or form. Hey, Pinky, come on over to YouTube. That's where I'm going live. I'm about to cut this live off. Okay. Your body cannot, that's it right there. Your body cannot tolerate sugar at all. So at the root of most of your problems is sugar. Okay? The number one carbohydrate that you guys are consuming is wheat. Okay? And as a blood type O, your body grains, none. I don't care if y'all put quinoa in the chat. I don't care if y'all put rice in the chat. I don't care if y'all put Ezekiel bread in the chat. Your body cannot tolerate any grains. And what you should understand is all grains turn into sugar in your body. Okay? So what does that mean? That means it's gonna run your blood pressure right on up. It's gonna run your blood pressure right on up. Okay? Let me tell you the 4 things that happen to your body when you consume wheat. The 4 things that happen to your body when you consume wheat. The number one thing is it triggers a violent inflammation in your intestines. Violent. Now, you guys would probably call that bloating. Okay? Hey, Henny Man, you found me. Come on over here. And make sure you guys like repost my videos, letting people know where I am, because I have no way of getting in contact with those 187,000 people. I sent out a newsletter last night through CE Organics, and I think that went out to like 4,000 people. Those are people that have shopped on the site. So we'll see. Oh, bless you. Are you okay? A violent inflammation happens in your intestines. Okay, Fats, get down. I'm going to decline that. I'm about to log off of TikTok. I am on YouTube Live. So if you guys want to join over here, I am Mama Trey Wilbon on YouTube. Okay? Bye. All right. Let me close this up. Done. Now you guys have my full attention. Okay? So every time y'all eat something with wheat or made from wheat, you're going to swell, because the largest organ on your body is your skin. So anytime you eat anything made from wheat or has wheat in it, your body is going to become inflamed. Okay? The second thing that happens, hey, what's up? What's up? Thank you. The second thing that happens, hey, Kevin, the second thing that happens when you consume wheat is it stops your body from absorbing minerals and nutrients from other foods, which to me is just diabolical. I mean, think about that for a second. That's like the ultimate cock blocker. Like, you're trying to eat healthy, but now you've had some sourdough with your meal. Whatever healthy nutrients and vitamins and minerals you have ingested are not even going to be absorbed. Hi, welcome everybody. You found me. Those minerals and nutrients aren't even going to be absorbed in your system. So it's like you're eating, but you're not getting any nutritional value from your food. Okay. Then that leads to the third thing. Okay. If your body is not absorbing the minerals and the nutrients, now you're becoming mineral deficient. Mineral deficiencies will kill you. Like, people die from not having enough magnesium in their system. Okay? You're literally eating a food that stops your body, that stops your body from getting magnesium, as an example. Okay? The third thing that happens is it converts your happy hormones into anger and aggression hormones. So your serotonin and your dopamine are now converted into norepinephrine and noradrenaline, which are your anger and aggression, sadness and depression hormones. How many of you guys are depressed? Hey, I'm glad you found me. How many of you guys are depressed? Did you guys know that 50% of the US population is clinically depressed? 50%. Now maybe you guys can understand the ramifications of them dealing these drugs out to these people. Okay? What y'all have to accept is this. Your gut is the center of your body's universe. Your gut runs the show. Okay? If your gut is not working correctly, if your gut has an overabundance of bad bacteria in it, that is what is causing disease in your body. Okay? Your gut is more important than your brain. Go to CE Organics and get you guys it's called Ultra Mag. I take it every night before I go to bed. I even soaked my feet last night in magnesium flakes. Okay? You got to get it where you can get it. The fourth thing that happens when you consume wheat is it slows down your metabolism. How many of you guys have a slow, sluggish metabolism? You just feel tired all the time. Our metabolism is run by hormones. Our metabolism is run by hormones. Okay? The body has 44 different hormones, and those hormones run different processes in the body. Oh, you changed your life, Miss Rhonda. All you needed was the right information. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of everybody that has taken this information and put action behind it. Okay? I'm proud of all of y'all because I know it's not easy, but it's worth it. Okay? So those four things happen every time you eat some bread, every time you eat some pasta. Now let's think about, what are y'all eating on a daily basis? Hey, how you doing? Y'all been trying to get me on YouTube for over a year. I'm finally here. But you know, when you hard-headed, like I am, it takes you a minute to do stuff. The reason that I can recognize hard-headed people is because I'm a hard-headed person. Okay? Y'all been trying to get me on this app for a year. But when God wants you to do something, he moves you. And I certainly believe that we're going to reach a lot more people on this platform than we ever have on TikTok. So that's why I don't regret being over there. And that's why I don't regret being over here. Okay? I certainly believe we're going to reach way more people here than we ever could there. Okay? What did y'all have for breakfast today? Put it in the comments. What did y'all have for breakfast today? All the breakfast food that's marketed to us is all wheat-based. Ooh. You had some lamb soup last night? I'm making a lamb shank right now. I have Jordan seasoning it up and putting it in that new Ninja cooker thing that I ordered off TikTok shop. All of the breakfast food that has been marketed to us for decades is all wheat-based. All of it. Think about what your kid eats. Most of the food is fast food, burgers. All of it is breaded in some sort of way, or pizza, hot dogs, hamburgers. All of that is wheat-based. What are people eating for dinner? Pizza, casseroles, pasta, beans. Okay. All of those things are grains and legumes and carbs. Okay. There was a time in our history up until the last 50 years that we were not eating these carbohydrates. We were eating meat and vegetables, like your greens and your beef, right? Then they started making all these cereals. They started making all these convenience foods. They started making all these box foods like Hamburger Helper, instant mac and cheese, instant this, instant that. All of that started all of this processed food. Okay. In the 70s, didn't nobody have high blood pressure? In the 70s, wasn't nobody insulin resistant. Okay. So the only thing that has changed between the 70s and now is the level of processed foods. We were not eating any of these grains and any of these carbohydrates until they pushed that food pyramid on us. Think about it. They started pushing the food pyramid on us in like 1974. And then they started, you said, I don't either. I haven't eaten a thing today. Not one thing. Okay. But the only reason you guys were eating breakfast is because you were trained to eat breakfast. We were all programmed to eat breakfast. Okay. Just like you're programmed to eat lunch. Hi, Troy. You're programmed to eat based on the time of day. So this is now breakfast time. This is lunch time. This is dinner time. Breakfast is usually between 7 and 11. Lunch is between 12 and 4. Dinner is between 5 and 9. So we have all been programmed to eat 3 times a day because they want to sell us 3 sets of food per day. So whenever someone comes here and they say, well, what am I supposed to have for breakfast? And I'm like, first of all, you're an adult. You can eat whatever you want for breakfast. But let's break down breakfast. Okay. Breakfast simply means break fast. Okay. Breakfast simply means break fast. So whatever time of day you break your fast, that is, okay. No looking at the clock and saying to themselves, oh, it's time for me to eat. Your body will tell you when it needs food. And that's the level of commitment and the type of relationship you should start having with yourself, because you'll know when you need to eat something. It's just like you'll know when you need to put gas in your car, because that's all food is. Food is supposed to be fuel and medicine. But if you are eating according to a clock, then you're always eating in a fed state. You haven't even given your body enough time to even digest the first meal. Okay. So if you start your day off with wheat, let me tell you how this just crashes your entire day. You start your day off by eating a bowl of oatmeal. Okay. We have been programmed to believe that oatmeal is so healthy. First of all, oatmeal is one of the worst things you can ever put in your body. The minute you consume oats, it skyrockets your blood sugar through the roof. Okay. So let's say you ate that oatmeal at 7, right? By the time 10 o'clock rolls around, because your blood sugar shot straight up, it's also going to crash. So by 10 o'clock in the morning, you are starving and you're tired. Okay. So you're going to have a cup of coffee. Yes, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but think about what I'm saying. You're still thinking about it like breakfast, lunch, dinner. If you're thinking about the meal that you have when you break your fast, it is the most important meal of the day. That's what it means. Okay. I love oatmeal because it keeps me full for hours and packed with fiber. Well, we can also break that down. Okay. You may feel full, but your blood sugar is through the roof. Okay. You may think that it's packed with fiber, but that fiber is supposed to be for horses. Also, oats are coated with a chemical called chlormequat. Chlormequat targets your reproductive organs and raises your estrogen. So you may love oatmeal, but it doesn't love you back. Okay. And for all of this fiber argument that you guys always want to interject into an argument, you don't need fiber. if you are eating foods that digest normally in your body. The only reason that they have pushed fiber on us the way they have is because you can't shit. Why can't you shit? You can't shit because you're eating foods that were never meant to be digested in your body. You're eating foods that don't have the capability of digesting in your body. So now you need something that's going to push the poop out of your body. If you ate foods, only the foods that digest fully in your body, you would poop. Okay? So these people have y'all eating stuff that your body doesn't even have the ability to break it down. Your body cannot poop out what it can't fully break down. Okay? Yeah, oats, please stop the oats, because that's one of the things that raises your estrogen. Estrogen is what feeds autoimmune diseases. And if you are a man eating a bunch of oats all the time, you're going to end up with diabetes and prostate cancer. Because a man that has high estrogen, those are the two main diseases that high estrogen in men trigger. You don't know what you don't know. This is why I come here and do what I do, because we don't know what we don't know. The only reason that we think these foods are healthy is because they told us it was. Because if they told you the truth about the food, you would never eat it. If they told you what oats do in your body, would you eat oats? If they told you what any of this food did in your body, would you eat it? I eat oats every day. Need to stop. Already stopped the chicken. You better eat. I mean, sir. The only reason y'all eating oats is because they're cheap. Rule of thumb. All the cheap foods is why y'all sick. Think about what I said. The cheapest foods in the grocery store is why y'all sick. Hi, Brenda. Think about it. Because y'all will be the first people to say eating healthy costs a lot. Eating healthy is so expensive. So you already know in your knower that the foods you eat ain't right. You already know that. Because if you didn't know that, you wouldn't be making those statements. So let's think about the foods you love the most. What is the food you love the most? Cheap foods or sick foods? Junk food, convenience food, fast food, all of those things are cheap foods. Processed foods are cheap foods. What is the food you love the most? Put in the comments. I'm mainly talking to the people that haven't started on their journey yet. If you've started on your journey already, put in the comments what used to be your favorite food. What used to be your favorite food? What used to be my favorite food? The food I ate most often was chicken. Hi. The food I ate most often before I started on this journey was chicken. I was eating oats too. And probably, I'll tell you what my favorite thing was. I loved a bowl of freaking cereal. Oh my gosh. I probably had 10 boxes of cereal in my house at all times. Honey Nut Cheerios. I always had oats. I loved oats with raisins. I had instant oats with the little apples in them. A bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios. Oh, I think some ads are going to come up in a second. It says I can skip the ads. If you see the ads, just ignore it and just stay where you are. I'm just trying to see how these people are making all this money on YouTube. Let me make some money. The whole time I was on TikTok, I ain't make no money. All those hours I spent doing lives. Do you know the most I've ever made off of TikTok in a month? Like $200. I would do 25 hours on TikTok educating you guys about this stuff. And I might make $3 after the live. So let them ads run. Okay? Let them ads do what they gonna do. I was eating chicken probably 3 to 4 times a week. Okay. I was eating cereal. I was eating oats, bread, Subway. Subway was usually my go-to. Like, because if I couldn't think of what I was going to have today, I would go and get a Subway sandwich. I hated Wingstop. Where was I getting? I was getting our chicken. I was usually just buying chicken. Okay. I can definitely make money on YouTube. Well, let it run. Let it run. And I was drinking every day. Like, I was drinking Maker's Mark every day. Put in the comments what Maker's Mark is made from, if you know. If you know, you know. Put in the comments what Maker's Mark is made from. What is most of the liquor made from that's on the market today? What's it made from? Corn. Do you know what happens when you consume corn? It stops your body from making insulin. It's a wonder I wasn't diabetic. It's a wonder I wasn't diabetic. But that chicken was literally taking me out. All the stuff that y'all have listed, all of that food is cheap. Like, you can get a 5-pound bag of potatoes for like $5. Okay? You're getting bread. You're getting oats. All of that shit is cheap. Right? Hey, Marriage Cafe. You eating canned food. You eating frozen food. You're eating, Trader Joe's food. All of that stuff is cheap. Okay? So that is what's going to be at the root of your problems. Also, processed foods. That is going to be the root of your problems. Now, everybody knows they're not supposed to be eating no processed foods. We all know that, right? Common sense would say, don't eat no processed foods. Don't eat no foods that have 30 ingredients. Okay? It's easy to understand that. But even your definition of healthy food is not correct. Because if you're like, oh, is such and such healthy? The way that eating according to your blood type works is you cannot concern yourself. Let me bring up my cup. First of all, mind your business. Okay? First of all, mind your business. And what that means is you cannot be concerned with what the next person is eating. Okay? Because what works for you isn't going to work for the next person. You have to ask yourself, is this healthy for me? Okay? Yeah. Let's talk about these labels for a second. First and foremost, our government allows these corporations to put whatever they want to put on these labels. Okay? They are allowed to put whatever they want on those labels to get you to buy the product. The only place on the label that by law they have to be honest is the ingredients list. And half of the stuff that y'all read on the ingredients list, you do not know what those things do in your body. So you're reading all these nutritional labels, but if you don't know what the words mean, and if you don't know what the ingredient actually does in your body, what's the point of reading the labels? What's the point? Okay. If you look at a label and it has more than 3 ingredients, you shouldn't be eating it. Because the foods that you should be eating don't even require labels. Beef, broccoli, onions, green beans, lettuce, lamb, mutton, deer, bison, venison, fish. You should feel used. We all should feel used. Like when people used to say, "Oh, you're just so angry." My question is, why aren't you angry? Why aren't you angry? Why aren't you angry learning that the ailments that you're walking around with happened because you trusted a corporation with your health? You trusted that what they were selling you wasn't going to trigger disease in your body. Why aren't you angry that your doctor is keeping you on these meds and he knows that the meds aren't doing anything for you? Did you know that the medicine that the doctor prescribes to you is ineffective after the first 6 months? The medication that you have been taking for the past 2, 5, 10 years doesn't work after the first 6 months. So why are you still taking it? Because it's still making your doctor money. This is how people end up going in and getting on one medication, and by the end of the first year, they're on 3. Because the first medication doesn't work anymore. So they're going to keep upping the dosage until now they have to add a second medication to deal with the exact same symptoms that you came in for the first medication for. So why are you still taking high blood pressure medication? You look damn good on TV. Thank you. So why are you still taking it? Why is the doctor still prescribing you a medication that doesn't work anymore? Because he's still making a check. Okay. So the number one thing that nobody, in my opinion, because really this applies to blood type O and blood type B, but if let me break this down for you as to why it is the way that I explain this stuff to you is more effective than you just reading the book. Okay. You reading the book will tell you how to lose weight according to your blood type. Okay. Weight is going to come and go. There's never going to be a time in your life that you're going to stabilize your weight. Okay. So we should stop fixating on that. They have purposely made weight the center of our attention. They have purposely made it so that all we ever equate health to is a thin body. Okay. That was all by design. So as long as you are distracted by your weight and the number on the scale, that is going to be first and foremost in your mind. While your body is getting sicker and sicker and sicker, you're over here counting calories and macros and micros and all this other shit. Just so you can keep up the illusion of health. Because that's all it is. Okay? You want everyone outwardly to look at you and say, "Oh my gosh, she's so healthy." Because they see thin and they equate thin with healthy. That's why y'all are always very shocked when thin people die young. Oh my God, they look so healthy, right? When somebody that's 30, 40 years old dies, you're like, but what? Yet that person has been dealing with cancer for the past decade, right? This person has been dealing with diabetes for the past decade, but they were so thin, so they looked healthy. Health is what is healthy to you, what benefits just you, because there is no, health is subjective, okay? The way that I'm telling you guys to use this same information is to get the maximum benefit so that your body can heal itself. Your body's fully capable of healing itself if you get out of the way. How are you in the way? you continue to eat the foods that hurt you. That's like staying in an abusive relationship. You know this man's going to beat you up. Why are you staying in a relationship? Okay? If you know that potatoes are beating up your kidneys, why are you going to stay in a relationship with potatoes? If you know that eventually you're going to end up on dialysis, why would you stay in a relationship with potatoes? So this very same information that we're using, hey girl, hey, the same information that we're using, we're just using it a different way. Okay? Because if the list says you benefit from sweet potatoes and sweet potatoes will promote weight loss in your body, however, they're going to wreck your kidneys, which one is more important to you? You looking skinny and looking healthy, or you staying your ass off of dialysis? Which one's better for you? Okay? In the book, it's superficial. But if you understand what these foods do in our bodies, then your perspective is going to shift. Your goals are going to shift. Your priorities are going to shift. Okay? When I first started on this, I was doing it according to the book. But the more I went down into rabbit holes, the more I started reading about what these different foods do in the body, how it affects us based on our genetics and even our race. Okay? When I started going down those rabbit holes, then my whole way of teaching shifted. The way that I even tell you guys to go about doing this shifted. It went from the superficial to this. I've cracked the code. This is how we can get our bodies where they need to be. Okay? So the information is invaluable, but you are the only person that knows what your body is going through. You're the only person that knows what illnesses you are battling. You're the only person that knows what triggers the pain, the inflammation, and all those things in your particular body, because there are no two bodies that are the same. Not nowhere on this earth. Even if you are a twin, your twin's body is not the same as your body. Okay? So this has to now become an individual thing for just you. And it doesn't matter how many people live in your house, how many people you cook for. You have to be mindful of what you are supposed to put in your body and your body alone. Okay? So when I'm talking about wheat in the book, it just says blood type O and blood type B cannot have wheat. So that means blood type A and blood type AB can. Now, if you know that when you consume wheat, no matter what blood type you are, it's going to trigger inflammation, it's going to convert your hormones from happy hormones to anger and aggression hormones, it's going to slow down your metabolism, and it's going to stop your body from absorbing minerals and nutrients from other foods. Why would you want to consume wheat no matter what blood type you are? Exactly. Because now you're paying attention. And here's the funny thing, Anthony. You were triggering that pain before, you just didn't care. You didn't care. You weren't conscious of it. You would take some Tums, or you would take some Tylenol, or you would take something to alleviate the pain. Your body was telling you then, but you just overlooked it until it got unbearable. Because after you eat or drink anything, 15 to 30 minutes after you eat or drink anything, your body tells you whether or not it was good or bad. Okay? So when it comes to wheat, no one should be eating wheat, because it's going to cause inflammation. It's going to cause insulin resistance. It's going to cause your blood pressure to go up. So is that bread worth it? Is that pasta worth it? Is that pizza crust worth it? Absolutely not. Okay? It's not worth it. The number two thing And this applies to every blood type again. Okay. This applies to every blood type again. No one can eat corn. And I know when I say corn, you're thinking corn on the cob, corn in a can, popcorn, grits, right? Let me tell you how they sneak corn into every processed food on the market. Okay. High fructose corn syrup. Every sweet processed thing you buy has high fructose corn syrup in it. Regular corn syrup. Every processed thing you buy that's sweet has regular corn syrup in it. Corn starch. Every thick thing, processed thick thing, gravies, soups, all of those things that come in cans or in freezer food, all have cornstarch in it. Okay. Corn oil. White distilled vinegar. Every condiment in your house has white distilled vinegar in it. So your mayo, your mustard, your ketchup, all of your salad dressings, your pickles, your relish, your olives, okay? All of your favorite condiments at all of your fast food restaurants all have white distilled vinegar. Even your apple cider vinegar is cut with white distilled vinegar. And just about every single alcohol on the market is made from corn. You used to fall asleep after you ate because you weren't supposed to eat that. Food does not make you sleepy. The right food does not make you sleepy. Okay? If you go to sleep after you eat, it's because your blood sugar has plummeted. That is hypoglycemia. And it's dangerous. And we made a joke about it. Oh, I got the itis. I know this is going to make me pass out after I eat it. Da, 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 da. Right? When you consume corn or anything made from corn, it stops your body's ability to make insulin. The same insulin that regulates your high blood pressure. So you're eating something that takes away your body's ability to stabilize the sugar that's in your body and also to stabilize your blood pressure. And corn is in everything. Now maybe you guys can see why we have an epidemic of diabetes. And now you can see why we have an epidemic of people on high blood pressure medication. Because you didn't even know that the Hennessy was made from corn. You didn't even know that the Maker's Mark was made from corn. You didn't know that all your favorite brown liquors are made from corn, did you? And I know you love grits. I know you love popcorn. I know you love those things. But you want to know why your blood pressure is high? This is why. Because both of those things turn into sugar in your body. Okay. The third thing, this applies to blood type O and blood type A. Can you please tell me where I can find out why oranges is bad for us? On the internet. It says it in the book. You don't have the book? There's not one blood type that benefits from oranges. Not one. Not one. Oranges create bad bacteria in everybody's gut. No one benefits from oranges. So, first of all, orange juice is straight sugar. Secondly, the orange juice that they've been selling you has heavy metals in it. Y'all haven't seen the lawsuits against Simply Orange? Y'all haven't seen those? They all have heavy metals in them. Thirdly, the oranges that they sell us, you can go and look on NIH, but I don't understand the question. Maybe I don't get the question. Are you trying to show someone proof that oranges are bad? You mean to tell me that y'all sit around and eat oranges and your body doesn't react to you eating oranges? You mean to tell me you don't have no heartburn? You don't have no acid reflux? You don't have any symptoms of anything negative in your body when you eat oranges? But someone asked you. Let them continue to do what they're going to do, sweetheart. It is not your job to provide anybody with any references. If they're interested, they will go look it up themselves. And the same people that want y'all to provide references on stuff are the same people dealing with the aches and the pains that those foods provide. So don't even worry your pretty little face about it. If somebody asked you where to look up if oranges are bad for you, the same internet that you have, they have. Okay? I don't know who it was the other day asked me, well, can you tell me where it says chicken is bad? Your body told you that chicken is bad. You walking around with diabetes right now. You walking around with fibroids right now. You walking around with an autoimmune disease right now. Your body has been telling you all this time that chicken is bad for you. So you would trust the internet over your own body. Don't feel pressured to prove nothing to nobody. I don't. I just let people do what they're going to do. Because those are the same people that they're going to still continue to eat those oranges anyway. Don't stress yourself out about it. Okay? We live in an information age, and people are dumber than ever. There is no lack of information in 2025. Anything that you want to know anything about, you can find on the internet. So if somebody is requiring that you actually caring more about their health than they care about their own health, requires that you bring them some documentation. You must care about this person that asked you about it. Okay? You must care about that person. I don't care if I birthed this person. If Jordan required that I sit down and show him scientific proof that something is bad for him, I don't have nothing else to talk to him about. You do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. They see how good I feel and look, so they become convinced that it works. That's all it takes. Girl, don't worry about your niece. She's going to do what she want to do. Nobody in my family outside of this house eats according to their blood type. Nobody. Not one of them. They're all on prescription drugs. They're sitting around eating their chicken. They're sitting around eating their potatoes. I don't give a fuck. That has nothing to do with me. Because what they eat don't make me shit. And if they don't care enough about themselves, you walking around on prescription drugs and all that stuff, if you don't care enough about your own body, that's on you, boo-boo. Mind your business. Right. But the thing is, it's none of your business. Just plant your seeds and go on about your life, because those people are going to stress you out. Those very same people are going to now be coming back asking you more and more questions. Now you're going to end up being their coach. Now you're going to end up being their doctor. You just give them the information and let them decide when they're ready to change their lives. That's all you can do. That is all you can do. So somebody, I don't know who it was, some man was, well, can you tell me where I can read up about? I said it in the video. I said National Institutes of Health. Anything that you want to know about chicken is on the National Institutes of Health. All of the research reports from all around the world are on the National Institutes of Health. Another clue. If you just have your niece go and look up what real oranges look like, it should be obvious to her that oranges are not good for you, because you're sitting around eating oranges. instead of the green oranges, which are the ripe, not rotten oranges. Okay? Listen, the third thing, as a blood type O, you are not ever supposed to eat. This also applies to blood type A. Do we have any blood type A's in the room? Thank you. Do we have some blood type A's in the room? She has fibroids. Does she sit? Is she sitting around eating oranges? You know she got them. You know she got them fibroids from chicken, right? Y'all can handle dairy foods. Oh, come here, boy. What's up, Fats? What do you want? You've been on Ziggity all day, buddy. Why can't you just go on and relax? She be eating orange. It's not from oranges. She didn't get fibroids from oranges. She got fibroids from chicken. Okay. What O positive blood type arthritis? What gives O positive blood type arthritis? You eating the wrong foods. The answer is going to be the same for everybody. You are eating the wrong foods for your body. Go get the foods list. Go to brewitbaby.com. Get the foods list. Only eat the beneficial foods. Do not eat the neutral foods. Do not eat the avoids foods, and let your body heal itself up. Okay? Your arthritis pain is coming from inflammation. As a blood type O, the first two things that cause arthritis pain is going to be wheat and corn. At the root of all of your problems as a blood type O is sugar. Okay? That's what's at the root of all of y'all's problems is sugar. The third thing that puts sugar in your body as a blood type O and a blood type A is dairy foods. Y'all cannot have no dairy foods. That is literally 86% of the U.S. population. 86% of the U.S. population is never to have dairy foods. And they have been pushing milk on us for decades. They have been pushing dairy on us for decades, telling us it does a body good. This is where we're going to get all our calcium and our vitamin D. This is where we're going to get this, that, and the other. Strong bones, strong muscles. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay, Donna. Just go get your foods list. And if you're dealing with arthritis pain, you need to get some Painless or Ultraflex. Okay? I take both of those. Since I started bowling, because I noticed that my knees were just like, oh, old lady, take it easy. I started taking the Ultraflex, no more pain. And if I ever have any headache pain or anything like that, I take Painless. Because you know you can't take a bunch of Tylenol and a bunch of Advil because it will eventually mess up your organs. So Painless and Ultraflex for arthritis pain. Okay. Do y'all know what lactose is? Lactose is sugar. Anything that ends in ose is sugar. Okay. So you guys are eating dairy foods. You're eating cheese. You're eating Greek yogurt. You're eating kefir. You know, cottage cheese. You're eating all these things and you don't realize that all of those things are sugar. Okay. So how is that contributing to you having high blood pressure? High blood pressure comes from you being insulin resistant. So the whole process is this. You're eating foods that turn into sugar in your body. Okay. There's an ad coming up. Just ignore the ad. Stay right where you are. Okay. You're eating foods that turn into sugar in your body. That causes your pancreas to just pump more and more insulin into your bloodstream. The unfortunate part is the insulin is not getting into your red blood cells. It's just swimming around in your bloodstream. With this insulin swimming around in your bloodstream, it causes your arteries and your veins to constrict. And when your arteries and your veins constrict, that puts pressure on your hearts. And that is what sends your blood pressure up. Okay? So dairy foods contributes to your high blood pressure. What are the other things that contribute to your high blood pressure? Navy beans, lentils, bacon, potatoes. It's time for the potato talk. 86% of the U.S. population is not supposed to have potatoes either. That's blood type O and blood type A. In my opinion, no one should ever eat potatoes. Ever. No kind of potatoes. Not no color. Not no brand. Not no type. Ever. Do you know why? The first thing that happens when you consume potatoes is it triggers inflammation in your body. First thing. Okay? Second thing is potatoes turn into sugar. So now your blood pressure's up. Third thing, potatoes fill your kidneys with potassium. And if you are of African descent, then we have a particular gene called APOL1. The APOL1 gene is affected, it is triggered by inflammation and infection in your body. You are eating a food that causes you to become inflamed every single time you eat it. Okay? Potatoes are nightshade vegetables. You know what the other nightshade vegetables are? Tomatoes. You also cannot have tomatoes. Okay? Okra, eggplant, bell peppers, tomatillos. Hey, girl, hey. Tomatillos, sorrel, tobacco. All of those things are nightshades. Nightshade vegetables are plants that their defense mechanism is to release a phytotoxin into your bloodstream when you are consuming them. So while you're eating these vegetables, those vegetables are trying to kill you. And y'all continue to eat these vegetables. And every time you eat them, you become inflamed. You're going to swell up. Your intestines are going to swell up. You guys call it bloating. Bloating is actually your intestines being swollen. Okay? You also cannot have no peanut oil, no guar gum, no carrageenan. Those things are in a lot of dairy foods, okay? A lot of processed foods. So you want to know why your blood pressure is high as a blood type O? Those things, okay? How many of you guys have any of these ailments? I'm going to list these ailments and I want you to put in the comments if you have it. Endometriosis, alopecia, IBS, IBD, urinary tract infections, yeast infections, H. pylori, staph, E. coli, COPD, thyroid issues, all of your skin issues, acne, psoriasis, plaque psoriasis, rosacea, dermatitis, vitiligo, dandruff. If you have any of those ailments, your eczema cleared up, good. If you have any of those ailments, it is because you have bad bacteria in your gut. Okay? The human body is made up of trillions of bacteria. The bacteria in our body outnumbers the human cells in our bodies. Okay. So literally, the bacteria runs the show. If you are feeding your body foods that your body's bacteria does not like, it is going to become angry and it is going to trigger disease in your body. So all of those diseases that I just listed are because you are eating a bunch of foods that makes your bacteria mad. I need a movie? Well, this is a movie. This is a movie right here. Guess what foods are creating all this bad bacteria? Guess what foods makes your body's bacteria mad? Dairy foods. Number one thing. And y'all love some cheese. Y'all love some yogurt. Y'all out here drinking raw milk and kefir and all this stuff they done convinced y'all is so good for you. I mean, think about Jamie Lee Curtis for a minute. Jamie Lee Curtis was the Activia yogurt lady. Y'all out here eating Activia thinking that it is improving your gut health when in all actuality, it is making your gut health even worse. I told you when I see this woman, I'm going to cuss her out on sight. On sight. Okay? As a blood type A and a blood type O, y'all can't handle dairy. This is one of the reasons why. It raises your blood pressure and it creates an overabundance of bad bacteria in your gut. And as a blood type A, it makes your blood thick. You could be walking around with blood clots right now because you like to drink milk, because you like to eat Greek yogurt every day. And you just can't figure out where you got this blood clot from. You know what else is creating bad bacteria in your body? Corn, again. Potatoes, again. And surprise, surprise, oranges. How would you like to know that you have endometriosis because you like to eat cuties every day? How would you like to know that your hair is falling out from alopecia because you like to eat potatoes? You like French fries with your burgers. Let's talk about leaky gut. Leaky gut is when your intestines become soft. Your intestines become so soft that when it is digesting your food, food particles break through the intestinal wall and leak out into your gut. Which every time I say that, I can't imagine. I hear it's very painful. Okay. Guess what's doing that? Tomatoes, again. Corn, again. Dairy food, again. You are making your intestines soft. You know what else? Vinegar. Remind me again what vinegar is made from? Remind me again what vinegar is made from? It tastes awful. I think I only bought Activia one time in my entire life. Corn. And it's not just that vinegar. Apples, any vinegar is going to make your intestines as a blood type O soft. You know what else makes your intestines soft? Coffee. Coffee gives you leaky gut. Let's talk about coffee for a second. Not only does coffee give you leaky gut, but it also stops your body from making collagen. Yep. Our bodies run on protein. Okay. The body does not require anything else but protein. Hi. The body runs on protein. It makes protein. It runs on protein. It needs only protein. Okay. Collagen is protein. Collagen makes up 30% of your body's overall protein. If you do not have protein in your body will shut down. Okay? So you are literally drinking something that depletes your body of protein. Collagen is necessary for healthy skin, hair, and nails. Also, the cartilage between your joints and your bones. So now your body lacks the ability to make cartilage between your joints and your bones because you like to drink Starbucks every day. And here's the rub. Most of the things on the market today are created just because of the side effects our bodies experience from eating the wrong foods. So now you have this thriving collagen industry. Nobody was drinking collagen in the 70s. Nobody needed to drink no collagen in the 70s because nobody was drinking this level of coffee that they're drinking today. Okay? There wasn't a coffee shop on every corner, 2 or 3 different coffee shops on every corner. Your teenage daughters and sons were not drinking coffee. As a black person, we weren't even allowed to drink no damn coffee until we were grown. In my household, they treated coffee like it was alcohol. Am I the only one? Listen, if I asked for a cup of coffee at the age of 16, my grandmother would look at me like I was crazy. What you mean? You can't have no damn coffee? Because in the black community, they said it stunted your growth. Now let's think about that for a second. Okay? The Hispanic community drinks more coffee than everybody else. Black people were not allowed to drink no damn coffee until we were grown. Hispanics, though, drink more coffee than everybody. Y'all kind of short. So if that rumor is true, that would explain some things. We couldn't have no coffee. They would always say it would stunt your growth. It does. It stops your body from creating protein. It stops your body from creating collagen. Okay? So why do y'all think this younger generation looks older than us? Okay? These young kids look old as shit today. Have y'all ever seen that Jordan guy that is on TikTok? And he looks kind of like Method Man, and there was a thing going around with him and Method Man made a video together. That young man is only like 28 years old. He's got the deepest wrinkles in his forehead that I've ever seen. Hey, how you doing? I look at these 30-year-olds and they have wrinkles. So the thing is, they don't know that the coffee that they're drinking is why they have those deep wrinkles in their faces. Because if your body doesn't produce collagen, then you're not going to have healthy skin, hair, and nails. It's impossible. So, what other market is benefiting from these people getting these wrinkles? Look at the trillions of dollars the skincare industry makes because y'all out here drinking all this Starbucks. Look at the collagen market that benefits from y'all being out here drinking all this Starbucks. Look at all of the illnesses that doctors get to write prescriptions for because you guys are out here drinking all this coffee. And oh, this is tea. So when you go and get your foods list, you'll see in the beverage section what teas you actually benefit from. And I put all of my teas in one pot together. So all the teas that benefit me, green tea, licorice root tea, black cherry, I put them all in one pot. And I drink a pot of tea every day. Thank you. Just go on Amazon and get you a $20 electric pot. Okay? Because I like my tea hot. So cosmetics, exactly. Okay? So all the skincare, all the cosmetics, all the anti-aging, all the serums, all of the collagen, all of that has to do, all of that stems from y'all aging faster. You know what slows down your aging? You know what slows it down? Green tea. So y'all are drinking coffee when you should have been drinking green tea every day. This is why Asians live longer than us. They drink several cups of green tea every day. Every restaurant you go into serves you green tea. Hi, Miss Tracy. Okay. I drink a pot of green tea every day. And as a blood type A, that also helps to thin out your blood. As a blood type O, that's anti-aging. Everyone benefits. Every blood type benefits. Okay. So fats. Okay, come here. Fats. Come up here. Chris? Is he barking at you? Come here, Fats. Fats. He's coming. Go lay down. Come here. Sir, that is enough. Thank you. No one is messing with mommy. I am fine. Okay? Thank you. Go lay on the couch. Go take a nap. Go on. Go. Hold on. How many of y'all got thyroid problems? Everybody say hi, Fats. Probably gonna have an attitude now. How many of you guys have a thyroid problem? No, there's not a particular type that you should consume. Okay? Whatever you prefer. Okay? You guys don't make this more complicated than it is. The brand that I like the most is Bigelow and Stash. That's it. The reason that I like those is because they are less bitter than all of the other brands of tea that I've tried. Okay. I got some off-brand Kroger tea one day, green tea. It was the bitterest shit you ever tasted in your life. So, never again. It was just... So, whatever one you prefer is the one you should drink. Okay? How many of you guys have thyroid issues? For some reason, in blood type O's, thyroid issues are very prevalent. Okay? Your thyroid issues are coming from bad bacteria in your gut. So I'll remind you again what's creating all that bad bacteria. Dairy foods, corn, potatoes, oranges, rhubarb. Rhubarb is another thing that's bad for everybody. I don't know who's eating rhubarb. Who is keeping the rhubarb industry going? Who's eating rhubarb? Okay? I don't know. Your elderly mother has a huge issue with her thyroid. Is she blood type O? Yours was removed. Y'all better stop letting these people take y'all stuff. You ain't taking nothing out. Mm-mm. If it's in your body, it was meant to be there. Because these surgeons will be the first ones talking about, oh, well, you can live without your thyroid. You can live without your this, that, and your gallbladder. And you can live without your eyes. But do you want to? You can live without your arms and your legs, but do you want to? No. If God saw fit to put it in there, leave it. Because your thyroid secretes 3 very important hormones. Okay? One of which controls the temperature of your body. So you mean to tell me for the rest of your life, you now have to take Synthroid, a synthetic hormone, okay, to help control the temperature of your body? Everything that's in your body has a purpose. Everything that's in your body has a reason for being there. Okay? So please do not allow these people to just be snatching your organs out. Okay? So if you have thyroid issues, it's because you have bad bacteria in your gut. But this is wild. There are 4 vegetables. And I know y'all think that vegetables are just these innocent little bystanders. What? They're so good for us. Vegetables cause more problems in your body than anything else. Did y'all know that? Vegetables will cause more problems in your body, especially if you are blood type O. Blood type O makes up 44% of the US population. If you were eating or are eating cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and mustard greens, those 4 vegetables create such an angry and antagonistic bacteria in your gut that it causes your body's own immune system to attack your thyroid. So these people have told y'all, well, instead of eating rice, just eat cauliflower rice. Instead of eating wheat crust, just eat cauliflower crusts. Let's make some Brussels sprout salads and They were all your favorites. That's why your thyroid's gone now, Mr. Lamont. Now you ain't got no thyroid. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Hell no. I can't think of one food, not one food on this planet that's worth losing an organ over. I can't think of one food that's worth eating that's worth the pain associated with it. Once you start living a pain-free life, I still don't understand this, because people will come and say, oh, I fell off the wagon. I need to get back on, back on my journey. I'm still trying to figure out how you go back to pain. How you go back to pain. And that's why I said, these people have convinced y'all that these things are so healthy for you. And then here's the thing. Y'all will eat these vegetables and feel like crap. And you will still continue to eat them because you have been programmed to believe that these vegetables is what's good for you.
No, we'll just give her all that now.
Yeah, you're not going to eat. I don't give a shit. What? Why are you in the hospital?
Appendix.
Did it burst?
Yeah, it ruptured. So she just got out a little while ago, and she's a real trooper.
Joy, what the hell, man? What is wrong with y'all? I just want to beat everybody. I just want to beat all of y'all up. Y'all are too young for these health dramas. Y'all are too young for this bullshit.
She just wanted to say hi.
You better not post it on Facebook. I better not see your ass in a hospital gown on Facebook. I know that. If I see one picture of Joy posted on fucking Facebook in that ugly hospital gown, ugly, I'm coming over there. I better not see it.
She said, nah, just my arm.
Yeah, well, y'all are too young for all of these health problems. They said, hey, George.
What up, y'all?
What? How are y'all in y'all 30s having y'all's appendix rupturing and shit? I don't understand. The simplest thing in the world is to eat according to your blood type. The simplest thing in the world is eating according to your blood type. There's not one food on this planet that is worth losing an organ for. She a blood type O. Y'all know your heart headed as fuck. I fell back, and the very next day I was in pain. I'm convinced that some of y'all just like pain. I don't know if it's a mental thing that you think that you're not worth living a pain-free life. Do y'all like drama? I mean, I know blood type O's like drama. Y'all just like it. Okay. But do you just don't believe that you deserve to live a pain-free life? Are y'all so addicted to drama that you just create it? Like, I don't understand. If you have a slow and sluggish metabolism, it's because you're eating wheat, kidney beans, and navy beans. Costco has chickens that cost $30. What kind of chickens cost $30? That chicken better have a job. That chicken better have a job. Like, he better be out here working. Like, for real. Who the hell's paying $30 for some chicken? What kind of chicken are we talking about? Did he graduate from college? Does he carry a briefcase? Like, does he have a corporate job? Like, what does this chicken do for a living? I'm confused. It's a regular old chicken. That chicken better have graduated cum laude. Okay? He better have degrees on his wall. He better be the smartest chicken walking. 3 chickens in one bag. I'm not paying $10 for no chicken. I'll be damned. I am not going to pay. He was raised in a church. I used to say that all the time. I don't care if he was raised in the church. I am not paying for pain, because that's what y'all are doing. Y'all are paying every disease, every ailment that y'all are suffering from. You bought it. You purchased it. Think about it. Your ailments came from your kitchen. Your ailments came from every fast food restaurant that you've eaten at. You purchased the disease that you are struggling with right now. If nothing hits home, I hope that hits home. You are buying agony and pain and suffering. You're purchasing it. with your own hard-earned money. There's a big difference between you eating something that's going to make you feel fantastic and you eating something that's going to make you feel bad. Because some of y'all still have a problem with beef. Like, you would rather spend $30 on some chicken rather than you spending $30 on some beef, which is going to make you feel amazing. Your whole mindset should be, is this going to make me feel good or bad? Because everything that you eat is either healing your body or killing your body. Every single thing that you eat is either healing or killing. There's no in between. There's no in between. Because even if you're eating neutral, it's not going to do anything. And why, if groceries are so high, would you eat something that does not benefit you? So people are like, oh, I'm just eating the NutriFoods. So you're spending money for food that's just shits and giggles. You are causing your body to break down, digest, process, and poop out food that didn't give you any benefits. No minerals, no nutrients, no nothing that you can use. So what was the purpose of that? You just wasted your time and your money. That's how you should start thinking about it. You just wasted your time and your money. How I do this is I try to get as many beneficial things in one meal as possible. I try to get as many beneficial things on my beneficial foods list as I possibly can in one meal. If I benefit from onions, if I benefit from garlic, if I benefit from cucumbers, if I benefit from greens, if I benefit from whatever, I try to get as many of those things in that one meal as I can. I eat once a day. Sometimes I'll eat twice a day. It just depends. But on a weekly basis, I eat once a day. And usually it's not until around 10 o'clock at night. So remember how everybody used to say, oh, you can't eat this close to bedtime, or you shouldn't be eating at this time of day. If you're only eating once in a 24-hour period, why do you think the time of day matters? What does the time of day have to do with anything? Do you switch when you go through daylight savings time? What does the time of day have to do with it? I haven't eaten a thing today. It's 6 o'clock. Okay. So a lot of the stuff that we are still holding on to, a lot of the things that we practice, like putting 3 things on a plate, or, these are all the habits that we've created over our lifetime. And those habits were handed down from our parents and their parents and their parents. And those same habits, you are likely handing them down to your kids. The one thing that I can say that I have accomplished in this life that I'm most proud of is influencing my only child to eat according to his blood type. Because I know the things that I dealt with, he's not going to deal with. Okay? I'm more proud of that than I am of the myriad of accomplishments I've achieved in my life. Because that is a cycle, a habit, a curse, whatever you want to call it, a tradition, a culture that I broke. The reason that a lot of you guys are eating the way you're eating is because it's tradition. Okay? The reason that some of you are eating the way you're eating is because it's your culture. And I will say this, most of these cultures were created by your oppressors. And your oppressors know exactly what those cultures are doing to you. This is why Black and Hispanic people are the most unhealthy in the entire country. They know what we're eating, and they keep pushing those things that we're eating on us because they know the ramifications of pork. They know the ramifications of chicken. They know that those two things are the foundation of most of the illnesses we all suffer from. They know this, and yet they continue to put more and more chicken restaurants in your neighborhood. They know the ramifications of alcohol. How come they haven't outlawed alcohol? They know the ramifications of cigarettes. How come they haven't outlawed cigarettes? Because these things make them a lot of money. Period. Yeah, because y'all love to believe that you're handing down these diseases. But my question is this. Even if you believed that you're going to have diabetes because your parents had diabetes, why would you just go into that? Why would you not try to avoid that? Y'all just think that, oh, one day, because both of my parents had diabetes, eventually I'm going to have diabetes. Why wouldn't you do everything in your power to avoid that fate instead of just going, oh, it's inevitable? How? Okay. Do you know what also changes your DNA more than the foods that you're eating? Your emotions. Your emotions and your stress changes your DNA faster than any other thing. Do you know what the number one way is to stress your body out? Eating foods it cannot digest. You putting something in your body that it can't get out. Let me give you an example. You know how they say coffee is a diuretic? Coffee is a diuretic. I drink coffee in the morning because it makes me poop. Anything that is classified as a diuretic, do you know why it's a diuretic? Do you know why it makes you go to the bathroom? Do you know why? You are drinking something that is toxic to your body, and your body is trying its best to get it out of your body as quickly as possible. And y'all have gone through your lives thinking that coffee is doing this great thing because it makes you poop, when in all actuality, you are putting a toxic food into your body, and your body is responding to it by trying to rescue you from the coffee you just drank. If you are pissing something out right after you drank it, it's because that thing is literally toxic to your body, and your body in its infinite wisdom is trying its best to get it out of your body as quickly as possible. Do you know that's why you have acid reflux? Y'all think that y'all have acid reflux because you have this overabundance of acid in your stomach, and that's not the case. You have acid reflux because your esophagus is trying to destroy that food as quickly as possible so that it can be crapped out of your body because that food is toxic. So it is literally dumping acid onto that particular food so that it can get out of your body as quickly as possible. You don't have acid reflux because you have an overabundance of acid. You have acid reflux because you're eating something you are not supposed to eat, ever. Hey, Lourdes. Those people were drinking 3 to 5 cups of coffee a day because they feel like the coffee is making them poop, and they're more concerned about weight loss than they're concerned about anything else. They're not concerned about the health of their body. They're thinking, I'm going to drink this coffee and it's going to have me poop out whatever I just ate. Okay? So you've made your body addicted. That's no better than binging and purging. Because that's what it is. That's no better than binging and purging. You're eating something and then you're trying to purge it out of your system as quickly as possible. Okay? Which is abusive. Taco Bell is toxic to your body. It doesn't help you with your poops. Because nothing that is healthy for you is going to be purged out of your system quickly. Okay? No one that is a blood type O that eats a steak all by itself is going to be crapping that steak out in the next 2 hours. Nobody. Am I lying? Or do you eat the steak and you stay full all day? Because it's taking its time to digest. It's extracting all of the minerals and all of the nutrients from that red meat. It is healing up your body. It is not going to be crapped out of your body in 2 hours because your body wants it there. Your body don't want the Taco Bell there, ma'am. That's why when you eat Chinese food, you're hungry 30 minutes later because you done crapped it out. Because it was just a bunch of sugar. That's exactly right. It was just a bunch of sugar. You just ate a whole meal full of rice. So your body is going to try to get that sugar out as quickly as possible. So let's talk about what's going to be anti-inflammatory to your body. Because the foods that you were eating, the wheat, the potatoes, you need to be charged up. The wheat, the potatoes, the dairy, all those things are causing your body to be inflamed. But these foods are anti-inflammatory to blood type O's. Okay. Omega-3 containing fish, cod, halibut, red snapper, trout. Those fish, highly beneficial to you guys. It is healing me. Sometimes I eat once a day because I eat once a day. And it's not on purpose. I eat when my body says I'm hungry. And that's that. What else is anti-inflammatory? Walnuts, hazelnuts, flaxseed oil, parsnips, peas, and pineapple. Out of that group, cod, pineapple juice, those are no-brainers. Those things are going to be the number one things you can actually eat. I would be careful with those nuts because a lot of these nuts have mold on them. I found that video that I told y'all. There's a hair on my lip or something. There it is. I found that video where they had those nuts from Costco. They had worms in them. I'm going to post that. Worms. Okay. What foods makes your gut bacteria super happy as a blood type O? What food makes your gut super happy? I ate something that I didn't realize it had wheat in it, and I felt so bloated.
Shut up, Fats. Come here.
Yeah, because wheat causes your intestines to swell. That's what bloating is. Onions makes your gut bacteria super happy. I'm going to post those I found those baked onion videos. I'm going to post those. What else? String beans, broccoli, escarole, chicory, Swiss chard, kale. Also collard greens. Okay? Yeah, you can't have no wheat, blood type Bs. I suggest no one eat wheat. Okay? Nobody. It's bad for everybody. Onions and beef. Those two things just go hand in hand. Why? There's not one day that goes by. There's not one day. Bok choy is in the cabbage family, ma'am. You can't have cabbage. It's in the cabbage family. Okay. What meat? What protein? You need, Tracy, you need to go get your foods list, ma'am. Go to brewitbaby.com and get your foods list. Only eat the beneficial foods. Do not eat the neutrals. Do not eat the avoids. Y'all are going to lose 7 to 10 pounds in the first week. 7 to 10 pounds in the first 7 days. Eating red meat. Where they do that at? Where do they do that at? Y'all out here counting calories. Y'all out here on every one of these crazy diets and you just eating red meat and onions and some. Come on. What do you eat next to the ribeye, ma'am? What have you been eating next to the ribeye? This is the question. What's your side dishes on your ribeye twice a week? May I ask? Exactly. And this is why you have the problems that you have. You can't have no potatoes, ma'am. The reason y'all could never digest red meat is because every time y'all ate some red meat, you ate it next to potatoes. You're eating your red meat next to something that is causing your intestines to swell. Okay? The red meat is never going to digest. And here's the thing. Y'all got rid of the red meat and kept eating the potatoes when it was the potato that was your problem the entire time. The potato was the problem the entire time. So instead of y'all getting rid of the problem, you got rid of the solution. If y'all just ate red meat all by itself on a plate with a glass of pineapple juice, y'all would lose 2 pounds a day of inflammation. Your body would heal itself up. Your body would start making muscle. Would you just sitting on the couch? Your metabolism will speed up. It's crazy. But y'all out here eating potatoes. Y'all can have beef, lamb, veal, mutton, buffalo, which is bison. Blood type O is the only blood type that benefits from beef. The only one. And y'all out here eating everything but. Why y'all think they push those potatoes on y'all? Do y'all honestly think anything happens in America by accident? Do y'all honestly believe that anything in this country is by accident? And secondly, they don't want, oh, your parasite cleanse came today? Fantastic. Listen, they don't want y'all eating that red meat. They don't want poor people eating red meat. Think about it for a second. Whenever you think about what rich people eat, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? When you think about what it is that rich people eat, what is the very first thing that comes to your mind? Steak. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. So if rich people are eating steak, but then when somebody tells you that you're supposed to be eating steak, you're like, no. Why is it okay for rich people to eat beef, but you can't? Y'all be the first ones talking about, but red meat gives you cancer. But the first thing that comes to your mind When you think of a rich person, it's a tomahawk steak. But you never think that that tomahawk is going to give that rich person cancer. Why do you think it's going to give you cancer? I've yet to hear anybody ever say that the red meat that rich people are eating is going to give them cancer. They only say red meat gives poor people cancer. Why do you think that beef is okay for them, but it's not okay for you? Because they have brainwashed y'all into believing that you're supposed to be eating chicken and pork and plant-based fake meats. And y'all went along with it. These people put fake beef in front of you and you sopped it up with a biscuit. You out here spending all this money on Beyond Meat and Impossible Meat, but rich people get to eat real meat. And they're going to keep pushing it on you. They're going to keep pushing it on you because they want to eat the real red meat. They don't want your broke ass eating what they're eating. They don't want regular, everyday, average people eating lamb. They want to eat the lamb. They don't want everyday, average people eating steak. They want to eat the steak. It's classism. But the thing is, you're the one carrying out the classism because they have trained us so well that we think that we can't have certain things because that's what rich people are supposed to do. So we're the ones literally perpetuating and protecting their classism. You just roll right by the red meat, right on over to the chicken and the pork. What? So you're not good enough to eat the red meat? If you have thyroid issues, you should be upping your turmeric. I mean, think about it, guys. You are the ones protecting the rich people. You are the ones blocking for the rich people. Look at what's happening right now in the world. Y'all are literally out here defending billionaires, and these billionaires are taking your jobs away. And they're going to push that 3D printed meat off on you, but they're eating real grass-fed cows. You about to eat some 3D printed beef. They're eating grass-fed beef. The upper class people can never survive without the lower class people protecting them. Okay? The foot soldiers are the poor people. And they make you believe that they care about you. They do not care about you. Okay? They're using you to protect them. Okay? Their class is held up by us. Costco had a sale on lamb yesterday. You get a 20 pounds. Was it 20? It's either 20 or 25 pounds of lamb for $163. You don't think I got that shit? I have 3 freezers in my garage. 3. I bought a third one. I'm about to buy me a meat grinder attachment for my KitchenAid thing. So I'll just grind up my own lamb instead of buying it. Go check out Costco because they had the goat and the lamb chunks on sale yesterday. And then they have the whole lamb and the whole goat. And then they had a $200 40-pound box of lamb shanks for $202. I'm not because what COVID taught me was I'm not going to be caught out there again. Yes, venison is great for typo and buffalo. And buffalo. Get into the bison. Big time benefits. Okay. If you have thyroid issues, turmeric and sea vegetables. Sea vegetables is sea moss, nori, kombu, wakame, seaweed, kelp, bladderwrack. Turmeric. I have amazing sea moss products and amazing turmeric products. So if you have any thyroid issues, go over there and get the turmeric plus. You just got a hunting license? Wow, fantastic. I can't do it. Mm-mm. You just let me know when you've butchered everything, and then I'll come and get some stuff. But I can't do it. Wild Fork is good. I think it's expensive though. Listen, the meat I got from Costco yesterday, because when you have a Costco membership, you can shop at the Costco wholesale and the business center. So the lamb that I got yesterday was from the business center. Also, Restaurant Depot. The Restaurant Depot here in Vegas is only 20 minutes away. So I'm going to go over there when I have some time, like on a Saturday, and check it out. Where can I go to have my thyroid levels checked outside of an expensive doctor's appointment? I don't know. I mean, but again, what's the purpose of having your thyroid levels checked, though? I'm trying to figure that out. My solution to everything is to start eating according to your blood type. Because what is the point of knowing these levels? Other than your doctor trying to prescribe something, other than him taking you on this roller coaster ride of, look at this is bad, planting negative seeds in your head. Now you're going to start obsessing about it. Bop, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. That's just going to make everything worse. And then he's going to hand you off to a surgeon eventually. Just cut out the things that could possibly be or are messing up your thyroid function and start eating the things that improve it. What were y'all doing before these doctors? What people have been on earth for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Modern medicine, allopathic medicine, is only 120 years old. Nobody was testing thyroids 60 years ago. So, hi, Melanie. Nobody was testing nothing. So, what is going to repair your leaky gut? Be careful. Just get the vegetables that benefit you. Okay? Food, herbs, spices, teas, plants. That's what we were doing before doctors. Okay? And y'all have to wrap your mind around the fact that vegetables are not your friend. Okay? The only reason that y'all think anything is good for you is because you have been brainwashed into believing it's good for you. The only reason that they tell you these foods are good for you is so you buy them. Okay? The VA provides healthy eating classes via Zoom. However, no mention of eating according. Again, I wouldn't trust anything that says healthy anything. Because if your body is unlike someone else's body, why would you think that some generic overall cookie cutter thing is going to work? Okay? Your definition of healthy is going to be completely different from someone else's definition of healthy. Just like a doctor will tell you what you're supposed to be weighing. That was a group of white men that made up a bunch of numbers as to what we are supposed to be weighing in accordance to our height. which is a bunch of bullshit. Okay? All this cookie cutter, one size fits all stuff hasn't got y'all anywhere. It hasn't gotten you anywhere. Okay? All of that stuff has to do with weight loss. So when someone says, oh, we're going to do a healthy eating thing, if y'all are not the same blood type, what are we talking about? Because what's going to be healthy for an A is going to be the complete opposite for an O. Y'all are complete opposites. And O makes up 44% of the US population, and A makes up 42%. So literally, half the country benefits from red meat, the other half of the country doesn't. So how can there be this overall healthy class? All they're going to do is tell you to eat chicken. All they're going to do is tell you to eat chicken. People were telling me that I eat so healthy, but I was duped into the lies. Yeah. Because y'all are buying into, listen, I have a marketing degree. Y'all are buying into the propaganda. Okay? There is no truth in advertising. If these companies told you what these foods, oh, thank you. I didn't know how that worked. If these companies told you exactly what these foods did in your body, you would never buy them. If they told you the truth about oatmeal, if they told you the truth about chicken, if they told you the truth about sugar, if they told you the truth about flour, wheat, corn, you would never eat it. This is also why they've never told us how important our gut health is. Thank you. Y'all do what she just did. I don't know what you just did, but do it. This is why they've never told us how important our gut health is. This is why they've never told us that our gut is more important than our brain. This is why they've never told us that the hormones that are in, wow, thank you. That's probably more than I've ever made on TikTok the entire time I was over there. No shit. I'm not even kidding. Hey, Wendy. I'm not even kidding. She said, look what I started. Let's go. Okay. So hold on. To repair your leaky gut as a blood type O, chicory, onions, peas, prunes, maitake mushrooms, beet greens, collard greens. Side note, collard greens benefit everybody. Collard greens benefit everybody. Okay. And fava beans. So that's it for blood type O. If you do not have your foods list, make sure you go over to brewitbaby.com. I knew I had some tea for y'all. Where's blood type A? If you're blood type A, put A in the comments. Thank you, Melanie. Wow. I'm telling y'all, this is probably more than I've made on TikTok in the past year. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? My tea is lost again. Thank you, Angelia. And is it Angelia? My tea is lost again, y'all. My tea left Australia and never landed in America. It never landed in America. So me and the owner of the company, because he's in Australia, were on the phone the other day, and they're going to refund me all of the thousands I invested in this tea. And then he's going to reorder my pouches, because these pouches are printed up in China. So he's going to reorder all of these pouches, fill them, ship them all to the warehouse, and then he's not going to bill me until the tea lands in the warehouse. Because I'm not investing no more money up front. Because this is the second time I've invested money up front for this tea, and this is the second time this tea has been lost. Oh, it's Angela. Okay. So they wrote me this long letter, and attached to it was the shipping company explaining that the packages are lost. This whole time I was thinking that I was told actually that they were in customs and we're just waiting for them to be released, because they shipped the tea. It only takes 8 days. They shipped the tea on February the 10th. So this whole time we're all thinking that it's just sitting in customs and there's some overzealous custom person. It never showed up. So that tea might be in China right now. Miss Belinda, I think yours went out the other day. But send me a message and I'll check your tracking for you. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you. Yay. This makes me feel good. I like gifts. That's my love language. So as a blood type A, let's get into it, because y'all, blood type A's, y'all are something special. Blood type A's, y'all are literally not now. I would not probably have tea in until May. Like, for the time it takes to print everything and ship everything. And now he stopped using that shipping company. He's using UPS. But those of you that get products from me, y'all probably know that I don't mess with UPS. I don't like UPS, so I don't trust them. If you trust them, fine, but I'm not paying for that tea up front. So he agreed to that. And then he's also going to be here. There's a tea convention here in Vegas, and he's going to be there. So I'm going to go and meet them. I think on the 26th. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to meet them in person on the 26th and go to the tea convention, because he wants to introduce me to these 3 Russian guys that made this special brew of men's tea, and they made $1 million in their first year, and he wants to introduce me to them because maybe we can do some business together. Okay, I'll see you there. So I might have some men's tea for y'all, but apparently that tea is the bomb. I'll keep you posted. Okay. So as a blood type A, let's talk about what y'all's issues are, because y'all got some issues. Okay. Y'all the complete opposite of blood type O. Blood type O has the strongest immune system, the strongest cardiovascular system. They create muscle super quickly. Just genetically superior to everybody else. Go get on the couch, Bubba. Go lay on the couch. Go take a nap. Go lay down. It's green. The daytime tea is green tea with other ingredients. Okay, so this one is almost like a weight loss detox tea in one. But the nighttime tea doesn't have any caffeine. The daytime tea has caffeine. Okay. Blood type A, the complete opposite. Okay. Y'all have a weaker immune system, a weaker cardiovascular system, and you guys are predisposed to diabetes, heart disease, and certain cancers. Okay. Blood type O is literally genetically superior to all of us. Okay. What makes blood type O special is that they have an overabundance of stomach acid, and that breaks down animal proteins and foods that are, I don't know where this crazy camera is going, and foods that are high, hey Malika, foods that are high in saturated fats. Well, blood type A has very little stomach acid, and y'all cannot break down animal protein or foods that are high in saturated fats. And that's at the root of your problems, because how blood type O, sugar is their problem. Well, with blood type A, the lack of protein is the problem. You guys are protein malnourished. Okay. And remember, it takes protein to run our bodies. Our bodies need protein. This is why being plant-based and vegan was the most dangerous of all of the lifestyles they pushed on us, because the body thrives on and requires protein. Even though you guys cannot have animal protein, you do benefit from plant protein. Okay, so I'll get to that in a second. The number one problem food for blood type A would be beef. Okay, so all red meats, y'all can't digest it. Also, pork, organ meats, crustaceans. Crustaceans is lobster and crab. The reason that y'all can't break lobster and crab down is because they're too high in saturated fats. Okay. Also, shellfish. That's shrimp, crawfish, clams, oysters, mussels, scallops. All of those things are high in saturated fats. Your body can't, if your body cannot digest something, number one thing is it stresses your organs out. Okay. We'll talk about stress in a minute. You also cannot have no tropical oils. You've been eating that your whole life and you never knew? Woo. Well, crustaceans and shellfish is bad for everybody. The number one thing is it fills your body up with parasites. So there's that. Okay. But it even says in the Bible you ain't supposed to be eating no shellfish. You ain't supposed to be eating no swine and no shellfish. So it always cracks me up when you have like super religious people being hypocritical of somebody's lifestyle, yet they be eating bacon every Sunday, be eating seafood boils and shit. Can't nobody that got ribs in their freezer say nothing to me about nothing. You eat chitlins and pig feet, you can't say nothing about my lifestyle. It's the hypocrisy for me. You also cannot have no tropical oil. I promise you, fats is day from Friday after next. Linka is Ice Cube, and fats is day. Tropical oils is avocado oil, palm kernel oil. If y'all looked at some of your labels in your house, you'll see how much palm kernel oil y'all been eating. There's a whole lot of processed foods that has palm kernel oil in it. Also, coconut oil. Can't have that either. That's a tropical oil. You also cannot have industrial oils. Corn oil, soybean oil, canola oil, safflower, sunflower. A lot of processed foods have sunflower and safflower oil in them. A lot of your dried fruits. Have y'all noticed that your dried cranberries and raisins and any dried fruits that you guys are eating has sunflower oil on them? Go look. Go look at your prunes. You also cannot have no high-fat cheeses. Y'all can't have no dairy foods. A lot of the cheeses that you guys eat, his balls just beat. A lot of the cheeses that you guys eat are high in fats, high in saturated fats. Okay. So let's talk about stress and the impact of stress on the blood type A body. Okay. Blood type A and blood type B have the same fight or flight, meaning y'all have the same response to stress. Blood type AB and blood type O have the same response to stress. With blood type O and blood type AB, we have a very intense reaction to stress. But with blood type A and blood type B, you guys have a steady stream of stress. Okay. So that means all day y'all have cortisol in your bloodstream. Whereas as a blood type O and a blood type AB, cortisol is pumped into our bloodstream when we are confronted with a fight or flight situation. Well, blood type A, blood type safflower oil is not good for your heart, sweetheart. No seed oils are good for your heart. No seed oils. Okay. So here's the problem for blood type A. When you have a steady stream of cortisol in your bloodstream all the time, that also elevates your blood sugar. Okay. But the reason that y'all can tell that you have cortisol in your bloodstream all the time is because you guys always feel stressed and anxious. How many of you blood type A's feel stressed and anxious all the time? That is literally y'all's natural state. Tap the screen. Y'all are perfectionists. Y'all are control freaks. This is where type A personalities come from. I'm pretty sure y'all have heard that before. Okay. Those are type A qualities. The problem with that is this. The stress raises your blood pressure, but it also raises your blood sugar. So you guys could literally trigger diabetes from stress. It's called stress-induced diabetes. Okay. So your high cortisol causes your blood sugar to go up. When your blood sugar goes up, your body has to pump more insulin into your bloodstream. So now you got cortisol and insulin swimming around in your blood. Now, if you're dealing with high blood pressure, there's a whole other extra added problem with that. Okay. Oh, I will. We'll do it Thursday. We'll do it Thursday about the personalities. Okay. It's your blood. Exactly. It's been your blood this whole time. Okay. So now you have cortisol and insulin in your bloodstream. Now your body requires even more minerals from your food to bring both of those hormones back into balance. When you're not eating the foods that your body can extract those minerals from and start dealing with the cortisol and the insulin, then your body is forced to extract minerals and nutrients from your teeth and your bones. So your body is regularly sucking minerals out of your teeth and your bones. This is how y'all end up with low bone density, osteoporosis, osteopenia, gum disease, weak teeth, cavities. Because your body is going to get those minerals wherever it can, which is crazy. Because your body wants to live, it's going to do whatever it needs to do to stay alive. Okay. So now if you have high blood pressure on top of that, you're eating a bunch of carbohydrates. Those carbohydrates are turning into sugar. That is also raising the glucose in your body, which is then causing your body to release more insulin into your bloodstream. Now you're insulin resistant because that insulin doesn't go into your red blood cells. So it's just a big old problem, okay? Because you're predisposed to diabetes, which could happen from stress. Then you're predisposed to heart disease, which happens because y'all naturally have thicker blood. Then you're eating foods that cause you to have stress. Then you're eating foods that turn into sugar in your body. And at the root of heart disease is sugar. All this time, they've had y'all believing that your heart disease was coming from cholesterol. Your heart disease was coming from red meat. When in all actuality, what's putting all this stress on your heart is the sugar in your bloodstream, causing your arteries and your veins to get smaller and smaller. Now, why this is so bad for blood type A is because blood type A has naturally thicker blood than all the blood types. So now you got this thick blood trying to push its way through your shrunken arteries and veins, all the while putting more and more pressure on your heart. And guess what group has more heart disease than all other groups of people in America? Take a big wild guess. What group? Black women. Black women have more heart disease than everyone else in the country. And heart disease is the number one killer in America. You know what the number 2 killer in America is? Cancer. You know what number 3 is? Dr. Error. Heart disease is number 1. Number 2 is cancer. Number 3 is doctors. Blood type A already has naturally thick blood, but there are foods that make your blood thicker than it already is, which is crazy to me. Guess what the foods are? The number one thing that's making your blood thicker than what it naturally is vinegar. And y'all got dreadlock wearing, crochet shirt wearing, dusty hoteps out here telling y'all to drink vinegar. I saw the guy the other day on the TikTok. I wanted to fight him. You got all these people on this live telling them to drink vinegar shots first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. And all these people are like, oh my God, my stomach was burning. And he's like, yeah, that's a good thing. I'm sitting here like, why would that be a good thing? Why would that be? As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find him. Let me see if I can find him. Search vinegar. That's I'm fine. Go on somewhere, man. Vinegar shots. Let me see if he comes up. Fats, go lay down. Go lay down. It's gonna be okay. Vinegar. I'm just gonna type in vinegar, see if he comes up. Master Herbalist is telling you to drink some vinegar. They're telling you to drink vinegar if you have GERD, IBS.
Out of the body is really easy. All you have to do is take a pre.
She's literally telling you to get the mucus out of your body.
Making it raw and fresh is the best way. My name's Leslie. I'm a master herbalist, and I help people with their gut health. When people come to me and they have their long list of diagnoses, I always start off, no matter what, with a month of just focusing on your gut.
How to take vinegar for stubborn belly fat.
Vinegar in a
Again, weight loss.
Water, just trying to get this.
Add fabric softener to vinegar.
2 tablespoons a day helps to burn fat in your body.
The internet is freaking out about tiny worms.
That's how I lost 60.
Y'all are crazy. Here he is. How to make and consume my apple cider vinegar shots.
Here is my apple cider vinegar drink, what you need, how to make it, and how to consume it. First off, the external things that you're going to need, you're going to need a knife, you're going to need a teaspoon, you're going to need a container, something preferably with measurement, and you're going to need a juicer. The juicer I got from Target for like $7.99. This is an all greens cup or whatever, but you can get one that has measurements on it so you can measure the 8 ounces that you're going to need. It's a regular kitchen knife, and then it's a regular teaspoon for the
Pure corn. This man is telling y'all to put corn in your body first thing in the morning. Remind me again what corn does in the body. Stops your body from making insulin. And if you are blood type A, which makes up 42% of the US population, your blood is already thick and vinegar makes it thicker. So now you're going to end up with blood clots, pulmonary embolisms, DVTs, strokes, and heart attacks. How are you going to avoid it? You are a blood type A woman, and all you're concerning yourself with is being thin because everybody thinks you should be skinny because skinny is what's healthy. So you out here drinking a bunch of vinegar in the morning to burn belly fat. Little do you know you're creating blood clots in your lungs and in your legs. How did you get the blood clots, ma'am? I don't know. I eat healthy. Do y'all know that apples don't benefit any blood type? Apples. You know the apples that they told you an apple a day keeps the doctor away? Do you know that apples don't benefit anybody? Skinny and unhealthy. My mama was skinny and unhealthy. My brother was skinny and unhealthy. That's why everybody's so shocked when skinny people die. But skinny people die faster than big backs do. Have y'all noticed that? Bodybuilders, health enthusiasts, they die at the drop of a dime. Why is that? Because they are so obsessed with being skinny that they are going to do whatever they need to do to appear to be healthy. And a lot of them have built this whole brand around them being skinny and looking healthy. So when they croak at 35, you're shocked. She was so healthy. Y'all are being duped. Y'all are being duped. So as a blood type A, what else is making your blood thick? Oranges. You know, the oranges that they tell you that you're supposed to eat or drink because that's what's going to supply your body with vitamin C. How'd you get that blood clot in your leg? How did you get those blood clots in your lungs? I remember hearing about Deion Sanders having blood clots in his lungs. I guarantee you, Deion Sanders is a blood type A, and I guarantee you he's probably drinking orange juice every freaking day. Because we have been brainwashed to believe that oranges and orange juice are healthy, when in fact, they are bad for every single human walking on the face of the earth. Hey, how you doing? I guarantee you. How you end up with a bunch of blood clots in your lungs and you're this healthy football coach guy. Either he's eating a bunch of chicken and he's a blood type B, or he is drinking a bunch of orange juice and he's a blood type A. It's one of the two. Because you're not getting no blood clots if you're a blood type O. Because y'all already have naturally super thin blood. So he's either an A or he's a B. What else makes your blood thick? What else? Dairy foods. Y'all out here eating cheese. Y'all out here eating Greek yogurt. How'd you get those blood clots? I don't know. I eat so healthy. I mean, I eat Greek yogurt every day. And again, to just keep arbitrarily slapping the word healthy on everything, it's literally because you have been programmed to believe these things are healthy. When in fact, because if you think about it, unless you died from a car accident or a plane falling out of the sky, everybody that dies is from a food-related illness. Unless you died in a car accident or some weird accident, you died from a food-related illness. But they are not going to tell you that. Why? Because they don't want you to stop consuming the food. What else makes your blood thick? Liquor. I don't know where the rumor started that liquor thins out your blood. But how can liquor thin out your blood if most of the liquor is made from corn? And corn is sugar. Every liquor that y'all consume is sugar. Every liquor that you consume is sugar. Whether it is made from potatoes, wheat, corn, or grapes, it all turns into sugar in your body. This is why all of these new research reports have come out as to what is causing cancer. Well, what causes cancer is sugar. Cancer feeds on sugar. We're talking about blood type A right now. Cancer feeds on sugar. So a couple of months ago, research reports came out saying alcohol leads to cancer. Well, how is that? Because alcohol turns into sugar in your body. What else is making your blood thick? Guar gum. Guar gum is bad for everybody. Guar gum raises your blood pressure if you're blood type A. Do you know where you can find guar gum? In your almond milk. Your almond milk has guar gum in it. Let's talk about these diseases. If you have any of these diseases, I want you to put it in the comments. Alopecia, endometriosis, IBS, IBD, H. pylori, staph, E. coli, COPD, thyroid issues, any skin issues, acne, psoriasis, plaque psoriasis, eczema, dermatitis, rosacea, vitiligo, dandruff, stomach cancer. Thank you, Belinda. Stomach cancer, colon cancer. Remember, blood type A predisposed to certain cancers. Your thyroid and your COPD. Okay. All of that comes from bad bacteria in your gut. What are you doing? What's up, Fats? May I help you? What's up, dude? You just be coming up here just to blow your hot breath in my face. So you just want some attention? You want a snack? I know. Go tell Pop to give you a snack. When he comes up the steps, I'll tell him to get it for you, okay? I promise. I'll tell him. Pop! wants a snack. Now he's going to go downstairs and bug Jordy. The dogs want a snack, Jord. Good night. See you tomorrow. Is today Monday? Oh, I won't see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's bowling day. I'll see you on Wednesday and Thursday. Okay? Here is what's creating all of that bad bacteria in your gut. I appreciate it. Thank you. Look what you started. Thank you so much. I have to bring out the microphone for this. The number one thing that's creating all the bad bacteria, yes, YouTube only. I mean, I'll go live on TikTok just to let y'all know to come over here, but I'm not building TikTok anymore. It's YouTube all the way. You know what's at the root of all of those ailments that I just listed? Potatoes. Blood type A and blood type O can never have potatoes. Not sweet, not white, not yellow, not purple, not Idaho, not russets. None. Never. How would you like to know that your hair is falling out because you like French fries? How would you like to know that you have endometriosis because you like sweet potatoes? You like sweet potato pie. You like candied yams. You like mashed sweet potatoes. You like sweet potato fries. How many of y'all have kidney issues? How many of y'all got kidney issues? Do y'all know that African Americans have more kidney issues than everybody else in the country? Do y'all know that it's the African American community that holds up the entire renal clinic industry? Do y'all know that African Americans are at the top of the kidney replacement list? That we have more chronic kidney disease than everyone else? Miss Belinda, what ailments are you dealing with? The reason that we are at the top of the kidney replacement list and we have more chronic kidney disease than everyone else is because we consume potatoes. And we have a particular gene called APOL1 that causes our kidneys to be vulnerable to inflammation and infection. And you are consistently eating something that's attacking your kidneys because potatoes have an overabundance of potassium, which is going to wreck your kidneys. I had no sweet potato pie that was worth having to have my kidney removed. I never had no candy yams that were so delicious that I've said to myself, this is worth losing a kidney for. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Dialysis does not look sexy to me. I don't know how you can be sexy and you got to go to dialysis every Thursday. How's that work? How's that work? And did you notice that all of the renal clinics are in Black neighborhoods? You are never going to see a renal clinic in a white neighborhood. You're never going to see it. Okay? And these people are not old on dialysis. These people will be in their 40s, in their 30s on dialysis. What else is messing up your gut health? Okay? black pepper, navy beans, kidney beans, lima beans, oranges again. Did y'all know that real oranges are green? Did y'all know that real ripe oranges are not orange on the outside? They're green on the outside and orange in the middle. So the oranges that you've grown up on, the oranges that you still purchase today, are rotten. The whole orange industry in America is selling you rotten oranges, overripe oranges. You've never had a real orange in your life, and then you wonder why the oranges create such a bad bacteria in your gut for all blood types, because you are eating rotten oranges. You were diagnosed with breast cancer. After my mastectomy, they tracked me down to tell me that I was diabetic, then a small decline in my kidneys, and I have high blood pressure. I'm 66. We got to get you fixed up, Miss Belinda. It's crazy. It's crazy. The shit that we don't know about the foods we're eating. We didn't even know. We didn't even know none of this. And they're certainly not going to stop selling it to us. Okay? Because us being sick makes them way too much money. They're never going to stop selling us this shit because us getting sick is the objective. Us being on prescription drugs is the objective. That's the goal. Oh, I knew I had some more tea for y'all. So in one of these states, I'm glad you found me. It was meant to be. So one of these Midwestern states is trying to classify Trump derangement as a real mental illness. Not saying that the people that support Donald Trump are deranged, but the people that are against Donald Trump are deranged. And with them classifying it as a mental illness, they now can come and swoop your ass up and throw your ass in a psych ward for a 72-hour psych evaluation. And you have to find an attorney to get your ass out. Go look it up. I'm not making it up. They are trying to classify anybody that speaks out against Donald Trump as deranged. And they will then be able to put you away in a psych ward. Go look it up. It's either Wisconsin. It's Wisconsin. It's Wisconsin. Yep. I was seeing a cardiologist a couple of years ago. Here I am, 34 at the time, looking at these old white men, 70, 80, 90. Never knew my blood type. Wow. That's crazy. Yep. How long have you been eating according to your blood type, Steve? And you're predisposed to these heart issues. So how do we turn it around, guys? What is the number one thing that is going to change everything for you as a blood type A? The number one thing. Soy. And then we've also been brainwashed to believe that soy is so bad. We've been brainwashed to believe that red meat is bad. Soy and tofu is bad. So everything that actually would have saved us, we've been told it was bad. And then they tell us that chicken is so good for us, when in all actuality, chicken is bad for everybody. The things that they tell you are so great for you is literally the opposite. They tell you not to put no salt on your food. You not putting salt on your food is going to make you insulin resistant, which is then going to raise your blood pressure. They told you not to put no butter on your food. You're now eating a diet that makes your cholesterol low, when in all actuality, cholesterol is literally like the oil in your car. Your car is not going to work if you don't have any oil in it. That's what cholesterol is to our body. Your body will never heal itself if you are low in cholesterol. Your brain is then starving if you are low in cholesterol. And for the past 2 decades, they have been telling you that you need to lower your cholesterol. So now you're walking around, your brain is starved. You can't remember where your car keys are. Your short-term memory is gone. Now you got dementia. Now you got Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's didn't even exist. Alzheimer's is a doctor-made illness. Dementia is a doctor-made illness. A lot of these illnesses are made by doctors. They're either made by doctors or the prescription drugs that they give you. Okay? You are supposed to be eating salt because the body needs sodium. How do you know the body needs sodium? The first thing that they hook you up to when you go to the emergency room, the first thing they hook you up to when they pick you up in an ambulance is what? Salt water. They're pumping 9,000 milligrams of sodium into your body. So if sodium was so bad, why are they pumping you with 9,000 milligrams of saline? First thing they hook you up to, if something is wrong with you, is salt. But salt is supposed to be so bad for you. Rule of thumb, anything that they tell you is bad for you is probably the opposite. Because why aren't they telling you that all these processed foods are bad? How come they're not telling you that all this plant-based food is bad? How come they're not telling you that all these starches are bad and these breads and these pastas? How come they're not telling you that? As a blood type A, you should be eating tofu several times a week. Because remember, your problem is that your body is protein malnourished. You do not have enough protein. I've only known my blood type a few months now, but at the time I didn't know. I was having, whoa. You have your list and stuff now though, right? Oh yeah, of course they did. Listen, you don't go to the doctor. You don't go to the doctor with the expectation that you're going to leave there healthy. You go to the doctor with the expectation that you're going to leave there with a prescription. You go to the doctor expecting to be put on something, because how is your body going to get fixed if they don't put you on something? That is what we have been programmed to believe. That is what we have been programmed to believe. You go in full well expecting to come out of there with a prescription.
You should have went in there and told them to make it for you.
Jordy, did you put that lamb on?
Yes.
Okay. So here's what is going to change everything for you as a blood type A. Tofu, all of it's by design. Nothing happens by accident in this country. Okay? That medicine's still in your truck. Throw that shit in the trash. I'm telling you, they put you on one drug. The drug only lasts for 6 months. It's only effective for 6 months. Now they're writing you a prescription for your second and your third. Okay? And it's just all downhill from there. The thing that's going to change everything for you is if you start eating tofu and fish. Blood type A benefits from 25 different fish, 3 different types of salmon, sardines. I mean, between tofu and fish, you never should have been deprived of protein. Okay. Now, if you don't know how to cook tofu, I have a tofu tutorial pinned on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok. Okay. It's a 10-minute tutorial, but trust and believe, tofu and soy has come such a long way. You are not going to miss chicken. You are not going to miss beef. You're not going to miss any of that. Okay. But more importantly, the minute you start eating tofu, your body's going to thank you. Your body's going to be like, finally, a protein that we're able to extract all the minerals and nutrients that our body is so desperate for. Okay. This is your beef as a blood type A. This is your steak. I ate so much tofu last week. I felt so damn good. Also, what's going to thin out your blood as a blood type A? The number one thing you should be doing as a blood type A is drinking more water. Okay. Even you just upping your water intake. Oh, I have to. The beef knot is amazing. I think I posted that on YouTube. Hold on. I think I posted it. Fats, you're going to have to stop all that whining. You know, I hate that. But beef knot is the one that's like ground beef. And then the just like beef is the one that's like little pieces of steak. So hold on. Let's see if I posted it. Did I post it? Tofu, lamb chops. Yeah, it's right here. The beef knot. So I'm testing out beef knot texturized vegetable protein. Look at this. 140 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, but 25 grams of protein. It's only made with soy flour and coloring, and it has 8 grams of fiber, low sodium. This whole pound will make 3.92 pounds, and I'm going to just test out this 1 cup. I'm going to mix it with some 1 cup is 25 grams of protein and a little coriander. So the way that I made it taste like ground beef is with coriander and cumin. So I just put some beef broth. Okay, here are the dried granules. And you just put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. And then let it sit for 5 minutes. So this is fresh out of the microwave. I'm going to let it sit for 5 minutes. Okay, I don't know what these soy companies are out there doing, but this is crazy. Look at the texture, first of all. I just tasted it. The better than beef bouillon and the coriander and cumin definitely make it taste like some meat you would have gotten from Chipotle in a burrito, in a bowl, something. Whatever. Tasted just like Minnesota. I knew it was somewhere out in the Midwest. I couldn't remember which state it was. Told you. It tastes just like ground beef. So it tastes just like any ground beef you would have gotten from like Chipotle or Taco Bell. Okay. You're going to find a tutorial, all this where live with a bunch of track. Listen, order it off of Amazon. That's where I got it. The Butler soy curls. I have so many videos. I'm just going to spend the rest of the evening just putting those videos on YouTube. The Butler soy curls are the texture of chicken. So they taste like chicken strips. The beef knot is like ground beef. And then the just like beef is like steak. So you know the steak that you would get from Chipotle in a Chipotle bowl? That's the texture. I'm going to make me some of that tomorrow or the next day. Someday this week. One day this week, I'm gonna make me a Chipotle bowl with the just like beef, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. But I also have that video, so I'll post it today. Okay. As a blood type A, because of the thick blood, you should up your water intake and also lemon juice. Okay. Lemon juice will also thin out your blood. So your drink of choice as a blood type A should always be lemon water. Start your day with lemon water. That will help to break up any accumulated mucus that you have in your body. You guys accumulate a lot more mucus than the other blood types because you have a naturally weaker immune system than all the other blood types. Okay. Mucus protects the immune system. Inflammation protects the organs. Okay. So what else thins out your blood? Pineapple, blueberries, blackberries, green tea, and olive oil, flaxseed oil, and walnut oil. Okay. What is going to make your gut bacteria super happy? Escarole, dandelion, chard, rapini, which is broccoli rabe, fava beans, prunes, and silver dollar mushrooms. Okay. That's it for blood type A. Where's blood type B? Because we have skipped out on blood type B and AB the last couple of lives. So let's get into it. We got any B's on the live? We got any B's on the live? Where the B's at? If you do not have your foods list, make sure you go over to brewitbaby.com. Brewitbaby.com. Get your foods list. Also, I have them bundled together so you can get your foods list and 3 recipe books for $24.99. So it's like 90 recipes. Okay. Blood type B. Let me tell you what your problems are. Okay. Blood type B. Y'all experience what's known as lectin sensitivity. That means you are super sensitive to the lectins in foods. Lectins are just little small proteins in all whole foods, and those proteins interact with your blood. And when they come together, it causes a chemical reaction to occur. Either that chemical reaction is going to be positive or it's going to be negative. Okay. If it's negative, it's going to trigger inflammation. It's going to trigger mucus production. It's going to cause problems. So you're going to experience gut issues, skin issues, inflammation, neurological problems, hormonal fluctuations. Okay. The number one thing that's doing that to you is chicken. The lectins in the meat of the chicken attacks your bloodstream. This also applies to blood type AB. Okay. The lectins in the meat of the chicken attacks your bloodstream, causing your red blood cells to clump together. Okay. So now you got blood clots, pulmonary embolisms, autoimmune diseases, and stroke from chicken consumption. How many of you ladies have fibroids? How many of you ladies have PCOS? Your fibroids and your PCOS come from eating chicken. You can go look this up for yourself on the National Institutes of Health. The reason that these diseases have been created in your body is because chicken has 100 times the level of estrogen in its little body than we have in our whole adult body. 100 times. So every single time you eat chicken, you're just pumping your body full of estrogen. Autoimmune diseases are triggered by estrogen, and they're also fed by estrogen. There's no disease in your body that is just there thriving on nothing. Every disease that you have feeds on something. Just like cancer feeds on sugar, autoimmune diseases feed on estrogen. 50 million Americans has at least one autoimmune disease. If you have an autoimmune disease, put it in the comments. 50 million Americans has at least one. Some of y'all have multiple autoimmune diseases. What did your doctor tell you was the cause of your autoimmune disease? Chicken was so hard to pull away from, but now I've started to meal prep with it. It was not hard for me. I was like, fuck that chicken. Because I'm that person that when I find out that you're the problem, or when I find out you're trying to hurt me, I don't want you around me at all. That applies to people and food. When I find out you're the reason I'm in all this pain, you're the reason why I'm swollen, you're the reason that I can't get up and live my life, I don't want nothing to do with you. That's people and food. Food has hurt y'all way more than anybody you've ever dealt with in your entire life. Food has hurt y'all more than anybody you have ever dated or was married to in your entire life. Think about that for a minute. Yeah. Autoimmune diseases, regardless of whatever your blood type is, they feed on estrogen. Because chicken is not the only thing that raises your estrogen. Oats raises it. Alcohol, soy, if you're blood type B and O, stress. Who stresses out more than everybody else? Blood type A. Stress raises the estrogen in your body. And if a man's estrogen is high, guess what autoimmune diseases it triggers? What autoimmune disease it triggers? Type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is triggered by your estrogen being high. But if you go to the National Institutes of Health, you will read all of the research reports saying that chicken is at the root of diabetes and PCOS. So, if you have an autoimmune disease and you're a blood type B and a blood type AB, it is because of chicken consumption. You should stop eating chicken immediately. And the thing about it is, if y'all stop eating chicken for the next 4 to 7 days, you're going to feel different. That's for everybody, not just for blood type B and blood type AB. No one benefits from chicken. No blood type. And if chicken was so fantastic, how come it doesn't benefit anybody? Just like pork doesn't benefit anybody. And y'all still out here eating pork. The other thing that is giving you these lectin sensitivity, the swelling and the bad skin and the hormonal fluctuations, corn. Again, corn, no one can have corn. Nobody. Okay? What do chickens eat? Corn. They feed chickens corn. What happens when you consume corn? It stops your body from making insulin. Insulin is a hormone. That's where the hormonal fluctuations come from. Estrogen is a hormone. That's where the hormonal fluctuations come from. What else? Wheat. What hormones do wheat affect? Do y'all remember? What hormones does wheat affect? Nobody can have wheat, especially blood type O and blood type B. What hormones does blood type O, what hormones does wheat affect in everybody? Do you remember? Give you 5 seconds. Y'all maybe y'all don't remember. Dopamine and serotonin. When you consume wheat. No, what hormones? Kidneys ain't a hormone. Dopamine and serotonin. Those are your happy hormones. when you consume wheat, they convert your happy hormones into norepinephrine and noradrenaline, which are your anger and aggression hormones. Corn affects the insulin, but wheat affects your dopamine and your serotonin. Then you got sesame, amaranth, soy. What does soy affect? Estrogen, another hormone, and rye. So rye, sesame, amaranth, buckwheat all fall under wheat. Okay? Those are all of the things that are giving you swollen and painful joints, skin issues, gut issues, hormonal fluctuations, neurological problems. What is it that's messing up your liver function? Do you know that if your liver is not functioning properly, that also raises your estrogen? Because it is your liver that cycles out excessive levels of estrogen from the body. And there are foods that mess up your liver function as a blood type B. Lentils. Vegetables are the number one worst thing for our bodies. The second thing is beans, legumes and beans, because both vegetables and beans have the highest content of lectins. And as a blood type B and blood type AB, we are very sensitive to the lectins in food. Beans are not great for anybody. So just like all these vegans out here trying to get y'all to eat these beans and chickpeas, did you know that chickpeas do the same thing in your body that corn does? All these hoteps, all of these vegan influencers got y'all out here eating these chickpeas. And those chickpeas stop your body from making insulin also. How come Dr. Sebi didn't tell y'all what them chickpeas do in your body? How come he didn't tell you? So, what's messing up your liver function? Lentils, black beans, black-eyed peas, mung beans, artichokes, and aloe. Veggies and beans have them. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Here's something very special about blood type B. Blood type B is known as a hyper assimilator. That means we're all assimilators. Okay. Assimilators mean we break down food and use it for whatever purposes we use it for, right? As a hyper assimilator, it means that your gut breaks down digestive resistant starches. Okay, so let's look at corn. You know how you'll eat corn on the cob and it doesn't digest? That means it didn't assimilate in your system. So when you crap it out, you can look in the toilet and still see whole kernels of corn, right? Not blood type B though. It breaks down in blood type B's body. Not only does it break down, but it turns it into sugar and stores it as fat in your body. So starches that are hard to digest in other people's bodies digest in blood type B's. Simply because you have a higher level of a particular strain of bacteria called alpha glucosidase. Okay? That particular strain, remember, our body has trillions of bacteria, and that bacteria carries out processes in our bodies. They all have jobs, and we have several hundred different strains of bacteria. One strain of bacteria is called alpha glucosidase. What is the process for that bacteria? It breaks down digestive resistant starches and turns it into sugar and stores it as fat in your body. When your level of alpha glucosidase becomes excessive, because we all have it, but blood type B has a higher level of it. When it becomes excessive, that's usually when it triggers diabetes in your body. Because the test that they're testing to see if you're diabetic is testing your level of alpha glucosidase bacteria in your gut. Then they start writing those prescriptions, and then the meds that they give you are to control the level of alpha glucosidase bacteria in your gut. When really, all they had to do was to tell you to stop eating these certain foods, because those certain foods create higher levels of alpha glucosidase bacteria in your gut. You know what those foods are? Peanuts, tomatoes, soy, cashews, corn, cornstarch, black pepper, poppy seeds, pinto beans, maltodextrin, and rhubarb. Maltodextrin is derived from corn, potatoes, wheat. Maltodextrin is in just about every processed food y'all have in your house. These things right here could be why you're diabetic. What is making your gut bacteria mad? Sorghum, peanuts, again. Y'all better let them peanuts go. I'm just now healing up from my peanut incident. Okay? I was eating peanuts from Costco every day and was getting sicker and sicker and sicker, not knowing that peanuts have mold. All of them. So sorghum, peanuts, sucrose, dextrose, those are sugars. Carrageenan, distilled liquor. What does distilled liquor turn into in the body? Sugar. And then acacia, which is gum arabic. Those things piss off your gut bacteria. If your bacteria is angry, it's going to trigger alopecia, endometriosis, thyroid problems, skin issues, IBS, IBD, COPD, H. pylori, staph, E. coli. Okay? How do we turn this all around for blood type B? What is the number one thing that will block lectin sensitivity in blood type B's body? Cultured dairy products. Blood type B and blood type AB benefit from certain cultured dairy products. That is not ice cream. That is not orange and yellow cheeses. Those things are not cultured dairy. What is cultured dairy? Sour cream, Greek yogurt, ricotta cheese, kefir, cottage cheese, mozzarella cheese, farmer's cheese, feta cheese, and paneer. Cultured dairy foods means you have live, living cultures. Okay? Those cultured dairy products act like probiotics and prebiotics in our gut. Yay. What's the protein for blood type B? Lamb, goat, venison, deer, rabbit, mutton. You also benefit from lots of fish. Hi. You also benefit from lots of fish: halibut, cod, mackerel, sardines. Rule of thumb, if you benefit from sardines, you should be eating them because they're amazing. Okay? What is going to improve your liver function as a blood type B? Mustard greens, beet greens, green tea, licorice root tea. I drink green tea and licorice root tea every day. Every day. Also, parsnips, curry powder, ginger root. Okay? What is going to blunt that alpha glucosidase bacteria in your gut? Mushrooms, silver dollar, enoki and maitake, whey protein shakes. Mackerel is amazing. I love it. I make, you know how you make salmon patties with canned salmon? You also benefit from salmon too. I make mackerel patties as well. I'll mix my salmon and mackerel together. but also whey protein shakes. So if you guys are diabetic or pre-diabetic, go on over to CE Organics and get y'all one of them protein shakes while they're still on sale. So also blueberries, Brussels sprouts, blackberries, and grapes. If you're diabetic, you need to be taking in these foods, okay? Because that can make all the difference. And what's going to make your gut bacteria super happy? Cabbage, molasses, and brewer's yeast. Salmon croquets. Croquets. Okay? So that's it for blood type B. Y'all are super simple. My son is a blood type B. He lost 60 pounds in the first 6 months, eating according to his blood type. Skin cleared up, man boobs went away, all of that. The best source of vitamin D for type A's, sunlight. You know, another thing that y'all should stop doing is wearing sunglasses. Did you know that wearing sunglasses blocks your eyes from taking in the sun rays, and that's what's messing up y'all vitamin D levels? I never wear sunglasses outside, ever. You just bought some kimchi? Do you like it? I love it. I always have kimchi in my refrigerator. Nobody had vitamin D issues before sunglasses existed. Nobody had vitamin D issues before sunscreen existed. Why are y'all blocking yourselves from the one thing that's going to keep your vitamin D levels normalized? We've been on Earth for thousands and thousands of years. White people were not burning up in the sun. White people been on the Earth for thousands and thousands of years, just like black people. Wasn't nobody dealing with no melanoma. Wasn't nobody dealing with no skin cancer. When did those ailments come? When they created sunscreen. Yeah, pineapples are good for everybody. Pineapples are fine for everybody. Wasn't nobody burning up in the sun until they created sunscreen. All of these illnesses that we are dealing with in the 21st century were all created, boo-boo. We were too healthy. I read an article that was talking about how healthy we were in the 60s, and that was a problem. Everybody was outside. Everybody was in the sun. Everybody was healthy. Everybody's hair was long. Everybody's skin was great. That was not making them any money. We went from that to 70% of the whole American population is on at least one prescription drug. How did we go from being super healthy in the 60s to now 70% of the whole population in America, including your kids, is on at least one prescription drug? That wasn't an accident. All of that is by design. Because as long as you are dependent on these meds, you are easy to control. As long as you are under a doctor's care, you do not have any rights to your own body. That's why they're trying to give y'all Trump derangement syndrome so they can throw your ass in a damn cell some damn where. So where's blood type AB? We're almost done. Where's blood type AB? This is the last one and we're done for the day. Okay. If you do not have your foods list, make sure you go to brewitbaby.com, download the foods list into your phone, get the recipe books, at least get the first one. And in the next 7 days, you're going to lose 7 to 10 pounds of inflammation in the next 7 days. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. Okay. Blood type ABs. Do we have any in the house or can we just skip it? Am I the only blood type AB? Huh. Well, As a blood type AB, we are a hybrid blood type. So we are both A and B together. So a lot of the stuff that blood type A experiences and B experiences, we experience. Okay. But there are also some things that are unique to us, like the cell signaling issues and our own special brand of how we deal with stress. Okay. Because stress just unbalances our immune system as well. So the lectin sensitivity, the sensitivity to lectins in the food, we also have that. So at the top of that list is chicken. Chicken was killing me, literally. I couldn't get out of the bed. I couldn't walk. Everything was swollen. Skin was bad. Everything was jacked up. And the minute I stopped eating chicken, everything turned around. Okay. So what else? Corn again. Haddock, flounder, kidney beans, mung beans, chickpeas. Are y'all still here? Because I don't see y'all. No, I live with one and no many. What do you mean, Miss Wendy? If y'all are still here, tap the screen so I know y'all still here. Chickpeas. Oh, okay. Sesame, sunflower seeds, lima beans, black beans, fava beans, black eyed peas, and buckwheat. Okay. Again, those beans. Nobody benefits from these beans. Oh, ABs. Okay. What's messing up our gut? What's making our gut extremely angry? So all of those ailments, the endometriosis, the COPD, the thyroid issues, the skin issues, the H. pylori, the staph, the IBS, and IBD, alopecia, endometriosis. What's doing all that? Number one thing, oranges. Oranges again. What else? Camembert cheese, bananas, distilled liquor, dextrose, sucrose, fructose, sugar. We cannot tolerate no sugar. Okay. B's and ABs cannot tolerate no sugar. Also, guar gum, guava, mangoes, carrageenan, cornstarch, sago, adzuki beans, radishes, rhubarb again. Who's keeping the rhubarb industry in business? Sorghum and Jerusalem artichokes. And what is stressing out and unbalancing our immune system? Sorghum, sucrose, dextrose, carrageenan, distilled liquor again, acacia, coffee, aspartame, and pork. The Amish. Are they making those rhubarb pies? Hey, what's going on, Shivani? How you doing? Are they making those rhubarb pies? Somebody said in the South they make strawberry rhubarb pie. I don't want that. I don't want that. So how do we turn it around? Blood type AB, the only meat, I call it poultry. Y'all probably call it meat. The only protein that we benefit from that would be considered an animal protein would be turkey. We are the only blood type that benefits from turkey, the only one. Also, we benefit from cod, eggs, tuna, salmon, sardines, grouper, tofu, and tempeh. Okay? So between all of these things, there should never be a time that you're lacking in protein. Okay? Also, to block all of that lectin sensitivity, it's very sweet. Ugh. You know, I lived in Atlanta for like 6 months. And then I lived in North Carolina for a while. I don't like the South. It's just not, it's not my thing. I don't like nothing about it. I didn't like the way people talked. It's not that I didn't like the way they talked. I couldn't understand how they talked. Like I would be looking them I don't know if y'all talk really fast in Atlanta, but I couldn't understand anything anyone was saying. And then all the fried food and all of that, it just wasn't my thing. I certainly don't like Texas. I used to have to go back and forth to Texas for work. Hated it. I think it just also plays against my sensibilities, my politics. I can't. My politics don't jive with the South. I think so. It just doesn't jive with the South. You taking rights away from people and me feeling like a second-class citizen to nope. It doesn't work for me. So we have the same lectin sensitivities that blood type B has. So we also benefit from certain cultured dairy foods, yogurt, feta cheese, farmer's cheese, mozzarella cheese. Okay. What is going to improve that cell signaling and de-stress our immune system, balance it back out? Watermelon, curry powder, figs, garlic, onions, cranberries, green tea, eggplant, cherries, plums, olive oil, peanuts, walnuts, walnut oil, and blackberries. I do not mess with peanuts or walnuts anymore. Okay. But I try to get several of these in a meal every day. They fly that Confer. Oh, exactly. I don't think I've ever seen one up close. I don't think I've ever seen one in real life up close. I don't know how I would react to seeing it. I really don't. What is going to make I have to buy this for my son. He's blood type A. Please. Anybody that's blood type A, I implore y'all to get the foods list. Like, y'all are the worst of the bunch. From the stress and the predisposition to certain ailments and all of that. And the thing is, like in the African American community, 71% of the African American community benefits from red meat. The other 29% doesn't. Okay. And within blood type A's, do you guys know that just the way you exercise can stress y'all out more? Each blood type has exercises that go with their blood type. When you get your foods list, at the top of the foods list, it tells you what exercises you should be doing. Blood type O is the only, blood type O is the only blood type that benefits from high impact exercises. So running, HIIT training, working out like a maniac, step classes, trap aerobics. That's all you, boo-boo. The problem is blood type A's, when they do those exercises, it releases even more cortisol into their bloodstream. So you're at the gym trying to work out, trying to get rid of this stubborn belly fat, not realizing that their belly fat comes from cortisol, which is your stress hormone. When your body releases cortisol into your bloodstream, it settles in your midsection. So these people got y'all out here drinking vinegar and all this stuff to get rid of stubborn belly fat. Your stubborn belly fat is coming from stress. Why y'all not on chill? Every blood type A sitting here needs to go get them a bottle of chill right now. Every one of you. Every one of you. Okay? Go to brewitbaby.com and get you some chill. Okay? Blood type B also, because y'all have the same fight or flight. If Jordy wasn't on chill every day, trust me, he'd be a maniac. I take chill every day. Okay. I would be a maniac. This was our first product. Okay. Because I had started having anxiety attacks. I had never had anxiety attacks before in my entire life. But when menopause kicked in, I started having major anxiety attacks. My stress was through the roof. Jordan's stress was through the roof. We're eating wrong. We're drinking alcohol. Just all of these different things. It was just a powder keg. Is your collagen for all blood types? No. What is your blood type? If you're a blood type O and a blood type B, then you can have, yes, that rhodium. Yes. If you're blood type O and blood type B, then you can have bovine collagen. I have several different types of collagen. The collagen that I take is our collagen complex, which are the capsules. I have the hydrolyzed collagen as well, can be taken by all blood types. But blood type AB, you need to get the collagen complex capsules. Okay. This is beef. This is bovine. O and B can have this. I think this one is bovine too, or hydrolyzed. This is hydrolyzed. This is also bovine. Okay. Just get the collagen complex. That's the one I take. But if you're blood type O and B, you guys can have the powdered collagen. I think I have like 7 or 8 different collagens now. And then this is the last one. To make our gut bacteria super happy, mushrooms, silver dollar, portobello, enoki, and maitake, miso, cabbage, kefir, amaranth, dandelion greens, watercress, and brewer's yeast. Okay. For me, when I was battling my sarcoidosis and my asthma, it was medicinal mushrooms that cured me. Okay. To this day, I still take medicinal mushrooms to make sure I never have sarcoidosis or asthma again. If you are dealing with autoimmune diseases, if you're dealing with diabetes, if you're dealing with respiratory issues, asthma, sarcoidosis, COPD, any of those things, y'all need to get on medicinal mushrooms. Okay. If you are dealing with any inflammation or inflammatory diseases, you need to get on medicinal mushrooms. Okay. Check them out over at brewitbaby.com. I think I have 13 different mushroom products, but for the last 17 years of my life, I've been on mushrooms. Okay. That is something they do not want y'all to know about. I mean, they're letting y'all get it in the coffee, the mushroom coffee. I would suggest if you're drinking mushroom coffee to just do the capsules or the powders. I even have mushroom tea. I have mushroom green tea, the mushroom matcha. Okay. So instead of you drinking mushroom coffee, try the mushroom tea instead. Okay. You mix the chocolate collagen and warm walnut milk. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Stop digging in my couch, Linka. I don't know why Linka thinks he's a cat, but he'd just be over there scratching up my couch. Is that Fats doing that? Fats, what are you doing? Hey, come here. All right, we're done, guys. Yay, we made it through all 4 blood types today in 3 hours and 39 minutes. Look at us. Look at us. Yeah, that website has everything. Oh, I got some new stuff coming over the next few months. I have some more things coming. Definitely the things for the UTIs. I'm getting that done. And then there's some other products that are trending products. I always keep my eye out on what's new, what's trending, what's working. So we'll be adding those things to the line over the next couple of months too. So I always want to be right on the cutting edge of whatever's going on out there. Okay. So I will not be here tomorrow. Tuesday is my bowling day. So Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday are our bowling days. So on Sunday, though, I'm going to go bowling early and then I'll come live after that. But I'm here on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. Okay? You took a sleep break? Oh, Shivani, you need to relax and stop getting all into these politics and shit. Okay? Y'all stay away from these politics because it ain't gonna do nothing but piss y'all off. Do not be online arguing, going back and forth with nobody. Don't be debating nobody about nothing. Okay? So can O's have black pepper? No. Black pepper that's in supplements is not ground black pepper. The black pepper that's in supplements is bioperine. So it's a synthetic pepper. It's the ground black pepper that jacks you up. So my supplements will have bioperine, which is a synthetic black pepper. So my sea moss, I think my turmeric also has bioperine in it as well. But no, it's not going to help. It helps the turmeric get absorbed into your body. But if it's going to cause you gut issues, it's not really worth it. Okay. So I have an amazing turmeric supplement. I'm telling you, it's bomb. Go over and look at the ingredients. I need to just start posting the ingredients for all of my shit because it's top tier, baby. Top tier. I will be doing that because I took the time to put all of the ingredients into like a catalog, but I have screenshots, so I'm just going to be posting it so you guys can see. Yeah. The turmeric is bomb, but it's synthetic. So, because nobody can have black pepper. I haven't had black pepper in like 3 years. I don't miss it though. So it's good. You're welcome. It has been my pleasure to serve. I think YouTube is going to work out great for all of us. Let's just keep the mission going. Okay. So I love y'all, and I'm going to post a bunch of food videos on YouTube tonight. Okay. See you guys on Wednesday. Bye. And thank you for my gifts. Yay. Thank you for my gifts. Bye.